Okay, I'd like to believe the mic is working well enough. So, what's up, guys? Okay, chat should be working well enough as well. Okay, I can see it in the layout. That's really all that matters. Hello, Swamp. Hello, Mr. Chloe. It has been a hot minute since you showed up to the streams. Well, what's good? I think you showed up yesterday, but guys, it has been a not really a busy past couple of days because I am on vacation from work and whatnot. But I don't know. If sometimes it just feels like I feel a little burnt out. I'm not gonna lie, but other than that, though, everything's good. Back to the usual routine, and it's gonna be a lot easier now that I don't have to work for the next couple of weeks. Really, just 2 weeks, but at the end of the day. But you know what? I appreciate it nonetheless. I guess I just got a lot going on in my head, to say the least. But here we are today. We're gonna look at the retrospectives for Season 6, and as per usual, we're gonna play more of the DLC, because I'm tired of getting spoiled on Megas. And I got spoiled on another one yesterday, just by scrolling through Twitter nonchalantly, which... boy. Okay, Nick, don't be so hard on yourself because... Well, let me put it this way. Normally, I tell myself I'm gonna stream at 1 p.m., I'm gonna stream at 2 p.m., but it's 3 p.m. right now, Pacific time. So, don't feel bad about it because I'm just as inconsistent with my punctuality as much as you, if not more. So, wait, why'd the music stop? Okay, that's where it ended. But alright, guys. I got nothing much else to say, just happy Sunday. Actually, it's December 21st. It is officially the first day of the winter solstice. But if you live on the West Coast, then it's probably not much of a change for you because it's not raining. It's probably from what people have told me that I've talked to today, from the people that have gone outside, to say the least, they've told me it's really hot today. I haven't left my house today, but oh my goodness, man. It's a bit ironic. The start of the coldest season, and somehow it's the hottest day yet of the past couple of months, to say the least. Almost done with all the retrospectives. Yeah, we only got what, 3 more seasons, and season 9 is it still underway? But even then, I don't expect a retrospective for a while, to say the least. But yeah, guys, that's how it's gonna be. And with that being said, okay, before I do anything else, let me just I need to make a quick adjustment to the BRB screen. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving. I just need to... actually give proper credit every time I use this, just because it doesn't sit right with me. Let's see. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Okay, I have not made a text image in a while here on OBS, so it's gonna take a while for me to get the hang of it. Because every time I use this, every time I present it on stream, it doesn't feel right if I'm not giving proper credit, especially because the artist in question is actually in this chat right now. But let me see if I remember how to do this. Let's see. Mark the outline. Pick a font. Okay, that is way too thick. And why is it white? I want black. Thank you. Okay, there you go. You know, I don't need anything fancy, but I do want something a little different. Yeah, I know, OBS. I know. Okay, I definitely gotta shrink it down a little, though. Hold on. Why the heck is this 256 by default? I think 72 should do the trick. You know what? Yeah, that'll do. Okay, the font is a little flimsy. I don't know why the heck is there outlining in the middle of the T and whatnot, but you know what? That's legible enough. And yeah, guys, I don't know if you were paying attention on Discord, but apparently the show has been renewed for an 11th season. I'm not sure how I feel about it just yet, but okay, where the heck did chat go? Nope, not that one. Not that one either. You know what? Let me refresh it. Please tell me it's actually working. I'd rather not just be talking to a blank. I'd rather not just nothing be underneath the mudkip in the layout, but you know what? I'll worry about it later in a little bit. But yeah, guys. Yeah, Loud House got renewed for season 11. We haven't even started season 10. It's in development, but not a single episode from the 10th season has been published. And I don't know how I feel about it. Just because y'all already, well, because you guys already know how more or less I would feel about it. This show has been going on for so long. It has been going on. Okay, chat is working. Thank goodness. Thank you, Adam, for actually writing something to actually test it. You have no idea how much it is to ask. Well, there's only 70 of you in chat, and I just started streaming, so... But anyways, yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. We're just gonna keep getting the same old slop, but hey, at the very least, it's keeping me in business, so to speak. But alright. Not trying to be pushy, but how do I feel about the 4 new ones on Discord? Also, season 11 is over. Yes, 11 seasons is definitely overkill. And you know what? Yeah, while I'm here, Swamp. This guy, apparently he got addicted to making more mudkips for me. So, or really just for the sake of the channel. But, you know what? Let's critique them one by one and hope I don't accidentally show too much. Where the heck is the Chrome tab? There you go. Alright, you know what? A Mudkip smiling while his head is upside down. It's a little dark. At least with it just feels a little too graphic with this art style. It looks like he's straight up getting his neck twisted. Which, you know what? I guess there's a certain irony in it. This one, he just looks like he's just fed up with your crap. Like, yeah, he's giving you that, he's squinting his eyes, he's giving you a disappointed expression. Like, he's not mad, he's just disappointed. This one I'm a little perplexed by it. It creeps me out a little, I'm not gonna lie. Apparently it's some sort of undead poison type. I mean, I kind of dig it, but I don't see where I can use it. And you know what? This one's immortal. You know what? I love it. The whole South Park Canadian head, the drinking, hydrate or dihydrate, guys. I said it once and I'll say it again. Can't go wrong with it. Hydrate or dihydrate, guys. That's really all I can say in that regard, though. If you want to make more Swamp Suit, then... I'm sorry, Swamp Mate. I don't know, I'm just gonna call you Swamp. Is that cool with you, man? It's alright if I fail with that regard. Force of habits. But alright, guys. We're at Season 6 with Karate Kid's retrospectives. We're gonna delve into another one. And hopefully be done with it soon enough, because I want to get to some Legend ZA. Just finish the DLC, because I am tired of getting spoiled left and right. That's the thing, Adam, though. That's the thing, though, Adam. With SpongeBob, like, you can tell who the target audience is. Like, it's more or less... That's more or less its own set of issues. SpongeBob, Teen Titans Go, any show that's been going on for way too long, you can just tell they're not in it for character development. They're just in it for pointless comedy that's just meant to keep your kids distracted. But as crazy as it might sound with the Loud House, it felt like it could have been so much more. Otherwise, honestly, I wouldn't be critiquing it, more or less. Like, I wouldn't owe most of my channel's publicity if I was just critiquing the pointless comedy rather than the genuine emotions and whatnot. Like, I don't know. Like, this is the kind of show that definitely deserved to be better than just Nickelodeon's backup slop, for lack of a better term. I hate using that term so nonchalantly, but you know what? It applies here. But with that being said, though, guys... Okay, this music is really depressing, but you know what? The point of it is to help me relax. So, let's get into it, shall we?
The Loud House brought us changes to the status quo, aging up our cast and taking them through their share of tribulations. It was an introduction of Rubener's new direction for the show, and change is never easy.
Yeah, and it really shows. Some would say for better or worse, but I would say for worse.
How would a Season 6 follow up on that direction? This season...
It keeps up the momentum, but was anyone really down for it? You know what? I'm gonna shut up I'm gonna let him talk before I start rambling.
More about settling in and refining that formula. Some of the stakes are higher, some of the elements more grandiose, some rough edges sanded out, but as a whole, it feels more like the calm after the storm. This would be a time for grabbing ice cream, having a hoedown or two, and taking a nice vacation. It was actually the first season I got to see as...
I guess it would feel... I guess, for whatever it's worth, even though it's a whole season's worth of episodes, I guess it does feel like a moment of respite, but... I think that's a bit of an overstatement.
It was initially...
Hello, Jorge. Welcome to the stream.
...airing, being a latecomer to the show. So let's see where it takes us.
Come to think of it, is this the... Keep in mind, guys, I didn't really get into this show until about 2 years ago, where I had nothing better going on, and I just happened to be watching reruns on Nickelodeon. I think this is the first season where I actually got to watch new episodes as they premiered, but I'm not entirely sure yet, so let's see.
Season 6 would take a lot out of Season 5's playbook, but in a slightly more scaled-back sense. Some would even look at it
in what sense?
As a course correction. One notable aspect of this is the clear reduction in school plots. Lincoln still gets a decent amount, but it's not a focus like it was previously.
What's the total, though? Because I mean, I'm too lazy to look into it, but maybe he knows. Maybe he already knows, and he's gonna say it.
This makes sense. We got a lot of that establishment and development of the setting done already. we don't need to push it as hard.
I mean, did you have to push it as hard in the first place?
We're now focusing on the present rather than riding the winds of change. The more relaxed atmosphere also led to an uptick in the more low-key house-centric stories, such as The Loud Cloud, which sees the replacement of the quirky sticky note system with a digitized version.
A sticky note system that, to be honest, didn't even exist before this episode, but you know what? It's not it's not a bad episode by most means.
Or Sofa So Good, a sibling group plot about trying to recover the living room sofa when the garbage service accidentally takes it. Both of these wouldn't feel at all out of place in Season 2.
I guess on paper they wouldn't, but when you look into the writing and the animation, they definitely would feel a lot different, and not in the good way.
Paradoxically, though, this season also has a tendency to take its plots all over Royal Woods, even if just for a short montage.
Honestly, even though the show is called The Loud House, I don't hate the fact that they more or less try to form a sense of community with pretty much all the townsfolk, all the settings, all the areas. Like, I don't know. Like, I just really appreciate the sense of community. Maybe it's because I grew up in a big city where I pretty much didn't know anyone. That's at maybe my neighbors across the street. But other than that, I'd say it was fine.
Well, we got these locations fleshed out. Might as well use them. Now, for something that's not so low-key, well, there's a good reason why Lisa's the thumbnail choice this time around. The season is well known for just how much the writers love to use her. She is all over this thing.
I mean, this is just a 5-second line. I don't remember what happened here, but I do remember this Halloween special being terrible. This is time. Okay, I do remember Time Trap vividly, and I don't know what the shot is from, though.
To the point where a lot of fans see them as using her as a crutch. She and her inventions play a notable role in practically every other episode, from starting off an episode's plot when often unrelated, to adding random tension or antics to an existing plotline.
Okay, now that he's shown me some evidence, you know what? It does add up.
To simply moving the plot along or acting as the final solution to a conflict. Scanning a package for pranks leads to the fear that Lori is failing out of college, or a mail delivery system results in Lana's dilemma about a sleepover.
Okay, to be fair though, she would have had that dilemma anyways, even if it came in a mailbox. I guess she would have an easier time hiding the letter from Mom, but then we wouldn't have a plot, so...
If an episode uses a small part of the main cast as the focus, she'll very often find herself in that group. Then there's the further escalation of her scientific abilities, from building rockets for the Norwegian government to knocking satellites out of the air.
I don't know, I think that's kind of funny.
It's quite a lot of power.
And I mean the latter, not the rockets.
Power creep for a 5-year-old, and where you see a lot of those later season complaints come from. This whole situation feels similar to what we've seen with Professor Frink.
How did I not put 2 and 2 together? It basically is Professor Frink. She basically is Professor Frink from The Simpsons.
In The Simpsons. As the plots got zanier, he became much more useful for the writers. Building on that, I guess you can say...
Although, to be honest, I'm not about to scroll through 30 seasons of The Simpsons to actually confirm that suspicion.
That Space Jam is basically...
And also, Space Jam is a really dumb episode.
Our Deep Space Homer. Lisa has truly reached that level. And with lots of Lisa comes lots of robots as well. We all know how...
Honestly, I feel like it should have just been Todd. We did not need the rest of them.
How much the Rubiner era loves robots.
Like, really, you only need a Todd. You really only need a Todd. He could have been the fridge. He could have been... I don't know, man. Like, what's the appeal in robots? Like, there is so many things that Rubiner or whomever apparently really has a soft spot for that it might be just me or it might be the audience for the most part that just vehemently is indifferent towards or just straight up dislikes.
The robots
like, I don't understand the insistence on some of it.
You see this crossover into the Casa Grandes with Breakfast Bot.
Okay, to be fair though, Breakfast Bot is very charming, so I can't be mad at that.
Cemented himself as Lisa's go-to sidekick on her adventures.
I haven't gotten the chance to see Naughty or Nice yet, Night Fury.
And is shown to be both very playful and a capable voice of reason when Lisa's acting around.
Sponge Boomer? Is Sponge Boomer even a term to begin with, Slump?
He's even considered to be part of the family now, which is honestly very sweet.
I thought that was really cute. Even though that whole episode that showed it was kind of dumb.
He can even drive Vanzilla and serves as one of Lenny's driving instructors.
Okay, that is something that does bother me a little bit. Can he legally drive that? In the state of Michigan? I guess we don't have to be too realistic about it.
He's not the best at it, but it's the thought that counts. Lisa's near omnipresence this season meant that she was a natural choice to lead the charge in one of the season's specials. Time Trap focuses on a situation where the siblings once again break their parents' accident-prone wedding vase.
An episode that a lot of people apparently dislike, but I kind of have a soft spot for it. And you know what? I've made that clear in my best episodes video, and I think it's solid nonetheless. There's a couple things that don't work, but for the most part, I really do appreciate what it's going for.
And fearing potential punishment, Lisa builds a time machine out of Anzilla a la Back to the Future.
Yeah, no, okay, I know what it probably implies, Swamp. I just didn't know it was actually a common term. Like, if I were to Google the term sponge boomer, would it actually give me a result? You know what? Let's find out. Sponge boomer. Guys who love seasons 1 through 3. Okay. If it's on Urban Dictionary and whatnot, then I guess some people do use it in a certain capacity. Anyways.
Intending to swap the vase in the past for another gift. The rest of the siblings stow away, the timeline gets screwed, and they have to clean up the mess.
Okay, I will say this though. The fact that the siblings stowed away, the fact that they couldn't keep their impulses in check at the wedding, knowing, like, on one hand, I get it, but on the other, can I really believe that they would be dumb enough to mess with the past and not be aware of the consequences of the laws of time? Most of them, I get it, but with Lincoln, maybe, maybe not. There's really no way to know for sure if you ask me.
I love how the special addresses the butterfly effect that Lisa's solution could cause, and how it gives us an oddly intellectual moment from Lynn. Funny stuff. But as someone
Wait, you gonna show the line, or are you just gonna leave me? Okay, I guess, you know what, if I don't remember the line, then he probably doesn't either.
who loves alternate history, I wasn't a huge fan of how they executed the alternate timeline.
Yeah, I did feel a little forced, but you know what? It's still, as far as these characters are concerned, a family of 11 kids, it's a really fascinating concept because 11 whole kids gone, like, yeah, there's definitely going to be some consequences or differences in an alternate timeline, to say the least.
Like, some aspects were more believable, but most were simply opposites for shock value rather than anything that made sense.
Yeah. Okay, like I've said in my videos, the whole Chandler leading the friend group thing, yeah, a little bit of bull crap, but him winning over Stella because she never met Lincoln on the bus? Yeah, I believe it. It's dark, but I dig it. I dig it because it makes that much sense.
I could go on about this, but that'd be better saved for its own video at some point. What's most important is that both of our specials this season are unified by cool.
And to be fair though, now that I think about it, this whole transformation with Flip, it only happened because the Loud Kids were because of what actually happened the day of the wedding when they were screwing with the past, not because of unintended consequences, to say the least. At least it's not as direct.
Anything that made sense. I could go on about this, but that'd be better saved for its own video at some point.
Honestly, I really could spend like what? Make a 20-minute video breaking down every aspect of Time Trap? Like, I don't know. It's just that fascinating of an episode, if you ask me.
What's most important is that both of our specials this season are unified by cool concepts that couldn't reach their high potential.
Really? I thought Save Royal Woods was fine, but that's just me.
Save Royal Woods marks our other example. An Undersecretary of Water Leisure named Joyce Crandall wants to flood Royal Woods to make room for a 6th Great Lake and secure a promotion.
Okay, is that legal in any capacity? Just destroying a dam is one thing, but using it to flood a whole town? Like, I don't know. Like, would a vice secretary, whatever the heck her title is, can she legally have that kind of power? I honestly doubt it.
And the town,
But again, we're not really in it for the realism.
is understandably horrified. Lincoln helps lead the townsfolk through
Like, honestly, I'm just surprised they didn't just ambush her and try to have her hanged on the spot. Like, they just walked out of the gym all angry and whatnot, instead of just standing up to her.
several plans in an attempt to dissuade her and prove that their town is special enough to be saved. Overall, it's a very intriguing idea. We get some awesome moments from Lincoln and a rare storyline where the entire town gets involved, with most of the supporting characters getting fun moments.
Like, honestly, it almost felt like something of a culmination in certain capacities of all the people, all the characters, all the people, all the settings they've shown us throughout the past couple seasons. Like, it feels like they're all coming together because they literally are, to say the least.
But something about this special feels like it should have been a sequel to the movie.
What makes you say that?
Continuing his ideas and showing that Lincoln can play a Duke-esque role for the whole of Royal Woods.
That is true. They could have worked off of that continuity, but legally the movie has to stay non-canon or something like that. I don't know how it works. I'm not familiar with all the legal terms.
Maybe even have Angus come back and have the characters uncover Royal Wood's history with the loud Scottish
Whoa, where's this concept art from?
royalty. The Netflix contract would have prevented something like this, so I can't fault them
Yeah, like I said.
too much. But it would have been way better than a mediocre Hamilton parody where the characters lie about King George III having stayed there.
Okay. Maybe it's because I knew little to nothing about Hamilton, but I honestly never saw it that way. And you know what? I kind of wish I never knew that. I kind of wish I never knew that information. Now I can't unsee it. Thanks, Karate Kid.
Fat George never left Europe at any point during his reign.
Yeah, she doesn't have to know that, bro. They did.
And when this fails, they end up realizing that Joyce did this behind her boss's back and expose her on the news, which was funny but pretty anticlimactic.
And a little convenient.
Same goes for Joyce herself as a villain. She presents the highest stakes the characters have faced since the movie, but unlike Morag, who is dangerous enough to match those stakes, Joyce was too over-the-top goofy to be a serious villain, yet the stakes were still too high to make her a joke.
Yeah.
She might have that...
Is that really such an issue, though? In the grand scheme of things? Like her or not, in that regard, she can still flood the dam. I mean, break the dam. Demolish, break, whatever.
guest star appeal to some, being voiced by Christine Baranski.
The freaking Leonard's mother from The Big Bang Theory. You know what? I don't know. I'm not sure what to make of it, but that's good casting.
But most of her notable roles come from shows that most kids wouldn't really care about.
I mean, I do. Who said the show was only enjoyed by kids? I can say that much at the very least.
Seasons 2 through 4 slowly built up the Casa Grande spin-off, from a poorly disguised pilot to several preemptive episodes. This season, however, is feeling the ripple effects from that show's cancellation. Multiple episodes...
Wait, is this at that point? Is this the point where it got canceled already? I think it was in 2022, so I don't really know for sure at what point in time it was.
Feel like Casa Grande's leftovers, possibly being scripts that were intended for a season 4 that never happened.
Yeah, it really shows.
Say that they were written. Great Lakes Freakout, our Halloween special, is centered around a scary storefront competition that the Casa Grande Mercado is participating in.
Yeah, never mind the fact that the episode is really boring. Adopts even more fantasy elements that nobody asked for. Can we just pretend we can guys, Nick, Rubiner, whoever is listening. It's okay to cut your losses. You can pretend this show never happened and nobody would hold it against you. Plain and simple. Like, if you acknowledge it as part of some sort of unrelated storyline, okay, but you're allowed to jump ship, man. This show for 99% of the show was just cheeks.
And while the Louds that do show up are used pretty well, the second act has it switched to what is primarily a Bobby, Hector, and Carl plot about zombies.
Yeah, 3 characters that to this day, okay, maybe it's not entirely the case for Bobby, but ultimately I don't care about most of what they got to go through.
Real ones this time. Meanwhile, Fashion No Show centers around Carlota calling for Lenny's help in preparing for a big showcase.
Yeah, the classic, oh, my friend is better than me at what I do, so I gotta get rid of her, and then realize that I was wrong, and I need to bring her back. Like, it's such a tired cliche. Never mind the fact that this could have just as easily passed off as a Casa Grande this episode, and nothing would change.
While Lenny's presence does motivate the plot, and Loud House characters have been guest stars in several Casa Grande's episodes.
Okay, to be fair though, the one where Sid and Lisa are in a robotics fair, I thought that was kind of cute, to say the least. Just because Sid is a very charming character.
The story is still told from Carlota's perspective, with Carl and Sergio playing the primary supporting roles.
Yeah, the lead is Carlota, even though it's an episode of it's a Loud House episode. Like, it says a lot, to be honest.
And then there's Forks and Knives Out, which could have easily been a Casa Grande's episode if the opening scene had a perspective.
Okay, to be fair though, it was the premise and most of the plot does revolve around Lynn Sr. and Lincoln initially, so not necessarily in this case.
Change. Or Day of the Dad, which focuses on Lori.
And this one, like, the only criteria for this to pass off reasonably as a Loud House episode is that the protagonist, the perspective and whatnot, it revolves around one of the Loud siblings, to say the least, or a character from Royal Woods.
It centers around her relationships with Bobby and Arturo and takes place almost entirely in Great Lakes City. Something to note is that all of these episodes are in the back half of the season.
Right around the time it got canceled, I'm
It
assuming.
would have been squarely within the time frame of a season 4's production.
Is it just me, or does it feel kind of lazy? Like your spinoff got canceled, so let's take some of those ideas and treat them as as episodes of the main series. Like, are you kidding me? Like, is it just me, or does that feel kind of lazy?
Staff from the Casa Grandes even worked on these specific episodes, though this is also the case for later episodes that use the characters, so
Oh
it's probably
boy.
just a red
Also a terrible episode, Hide and Sneak.
herring. A small but notable upgrade would be in the art department, specifically in regards to our title cards.
Oh boy. Wait, I didn't even realize Space Jam was written by Kevin Sullivan. You know what? That makes so much sense. And I mean that in the worst of ways.
I've always gone for the look of a Sunday comic strip, but they typically detail just the top panel, with the bottom three taking on solid backgrounds of the three primary colors. Very basic, but it gets the job done.
Wasn't that always the case? What am I missing?
But in the Rubiner era, they started to receive similar detailing to the top panel, with more intricate art that foreshadows elements of the episode.
Ah, okay. Okay. I don't hate that change. I honestly don't hate that change. Mostly.
The primary color palette would be kept, even when some would bend the hues. Something about the placement of the hula dolphin is just so funny and
That is a cute detail.
Another fun little tidbit is that Snow Escape and Snow Newsday get custom art for their credit sequence,
I'm guessing that's what they're passing off as Christmas specials in those years.
depicting a beautiful winter landscape.
Haven't they done that before
An
though?
extremely rare treat that I forgot about when writing the Season 2 retrospective.
Yeah, it's been like 4 seasons since they tried that again, now that I think about it.
Oops. But in turn, the art department would take an unfortunate step back. Remember all of that nice promotional art the show used to do?
Yeah, they pretty much gave up on it. It's something I did notice. As I was doing my research for my other videos, it's something I did notice. Like with seasons 1 through 3, they all got like a promotional title card to say the least, but season 5 and onward more or less, or was it 6? It's when it stopped.
They made a lot of
You know what? Why am I rambling? He's probably going to explain it himself.
fun stuff for their social media posts. There was an abundance of clever preview art for both entire seasons and individual episodes.
Yeah, Swamp. Yeah, you're not wrong, man. Some episodes are just that's the only good thing about them, just the title card.
But this has taken a sharp decline
Wait, where's this shot from?
and is practically gone in season 6. I get that the hype around the show that was present at the time is basically non-existent nowadays, but it's sad to see that fun enthusiasm go.
Yeah. It really shows how much heart the show was lacking at this point, and it kind of still is, I'm not gonna lie.
This was around the time where we'd see a withdrawal in other elements of the franchise as well,
Like
such as
what?
merchandise, all but gone outside of the Paper Cuts comics.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it has to do with the shrinking size of the fandom. We have the casual fans like kids who just watch the show when it's on, the diehards that follow the show religiously, but it's those
Would I qualify it as the latter, to be honest? I don't think I do. Like, I watch it, I critique it, but to say that I'm invested in what they do, I think it might be a bit of an overstatement, but I don't know. I don't think it's really my call in that regard.
still fans that make the merchandise profitable, that make it worth it to go the extra mile for these fun promotions, and they're all but gone at this point.
Yeah,
So the Rubiner era has been hit or miss with fans, but
mostly missed, but go on.
despite entering the core of it, a few Savino sprinkles snuck in, which is honestly surprising.
Where?
Citizens Club uses an ARG vacuum cleaner in Haunted House Call, and in Save Royal
Okay.
Lincoln talks about the first time he read comics in his underwear.
For like 10 seconds, and that's the last time we see it, bro. Like, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
An element that's otherwise been exclusive to Season 1. They even
Maybe it's for the best, though, because honestly, it was in retrospect, especially considering what we know about Savino, it's a bit of an uncomfortable concept.
managed to sneak a couple of parental
Innocent from the perspective of a 12-year-old boy, more or less. But then you remember who created him. Like, it's easy to disassociate, but I don't know. Like, there's just way too much conflict.
bonuses in. I was quite shocked myself when Cheryl admitted to wearing bra pads.
Hey, yo. Did she? I was about to say, I thought the video was buffering, but no. It's
So
just
with
that
all
quiet.
That in mind, how have our characters been settling in?
You have passion for this show, no matter how wonky the quality is and how bad the fandom is. You just talk about this franchise, and I can only say respect. Thank you, Swamp. I try. I try not to get too caught up in it, even though sometimes I really do, and other times I just try to be critical.
Lincoln's been taking it easy after a very eventful Season 5, while keeping up with his leadership roles, from his siblings to the dog squad to even the entire town.
Yeah,
He's got strategies and ideas.
he definitely feels like his whole shtick of being the man with the plan, it definitely feels like it's grown. At least in this season, and it definitely shows in the half-hour specials.
And people will listen. There were a couple of bumps in the road, but he's become well adjusted to middle school. He even lampshades the series' adherence to comic book time, mentioning that it feels like he's been 11 forever.
Wait a minute, wasn't this a season 5 episode? Okay, I'm probably tripping.
We finally get to see him celebrate his 12th birthday with his family and friends.
Yeah.
It's not stated exactly when this is, but a year prior, Nickelodeon declared June 5th to be National Lincoln Loud Day.
Huh. So it happened in the summer before he started school. But then again, why am I fixating on it? We know how inconsistent they are with the lore.
This episode aired in the US just a few days before that date. So that's what fans usually consider it to be. So, the prevalence of more scaled-back stories meant that we'd see him spending more time with his siblings. And quite appropriate for this season, Lisa was a notable example, the two co-starring in multiple episodes. And with access to Lisa's technology, he might as well give it some use. Alongside the duo's development of the Loud Cloud, Lisa would continue to provide her technology for her brother's David Steele exploits.
But honestly, it feels like they're only using Lisa as an excuse to just shove in more fantasy elements, and y'all already know how I feel, how much they're detracting from the spirit and the identity of the show, but we'll leave that I've said enough about that.
This is when Lincoln and Clyde would tackle their first David Steele fan film, and Lisa's tech would serve to boost it to near professional quality, even including a real nuclear reactor. Todd got to serve the role of Chip Micro, the movie's villain, and even served to assist the duo with editing and production. The rise of David Steele is more prevalent as a whole.
Unfortunately, but you know what? At the very least, it served on one hand, I would say it served a purpose because I thought Nose Time to Spy was actually surprisingly good. But only if they actually bothered wrapping things up right then and there, which they didn't.
Ace Savvy was mostly just a Clink and McCloud thing, but now we get to have the whole dog squad involved. We even see Rusty spend months planning a surprise spy scenario for Lincoln as a birthday present.
Honestly, I thought that was a really sweet gesture. Just because I'm so sick of Rusty just being the usual wannabe Casanova. It's just nice seeing him do something just as a friend for a change, rather than just whatever his usual shtick is.
Their friendship has really come a long way. David Steele even runs in the family.
Yeah, out of nowhere, but sure.
Number 1 has been passed down from son to son since his great-grandfather. While we wouldn't see this built up,
I guess, honestly, it feels way too contrived to where it doesn't feel compelling.
Much further, it was sweet.
Like if Lynn Sr., to say the least, was a fan of David Steele, you'd think he would have had a slightly bigger role in No Time to Spy, but nah.
3 generations of Louds united in a common passion.
Like, you think if anyone would be keeping Lincoln's impulses in check at that point, it wouldn't have been just Myrtle, it would have been also him.
Clyde would have a successful season of his own, palling around with his buddies and maintaining much of his maturity and cool-headedness. His focus episodes this time are very interesting, mostly being told from the perspective of his friends and exhibiting detrimental behavior towards him for non-malicious reasons. One of these shows that his dodgeball skills skyrocket when he is enraged.
It's a little cartoonish, but you know what? Something about the soft-hearted kid just going all out from being angry, I don't know, just being a special kind of relentless when he's angry, I don't know, I just really love that trope.
While the other has been presented with the opportunity to enter an elite cooking program abroad, something that stood out to me about the latter was Clyde's final decision to back out of the program. He loves cooking and baking, but as a hobby, and might not want to center his life around it, and keeps his options open.
Yeah, you know what they say. You can eat bread without knowing how to bake it. Although, in this case, I guess the metaphor would be a little inaccurate because he's baking, but still.
A positive message. And hey, who's to say he won't still become principal one day? Catastrophe was another standout based around his family as a whole.
Not exactly in the best of ways. I thought it was a really boring episode.
Highlighting their quirky love of cats and throwing them into a chaotic situation when they forget about Nana Gale's birthday party.
Yeah, or Swamp. As far as South Park is concerned, I think the more accurate example would be Butters in what was it, 3 seasons ago, where I can't even talk about it without getting demonetized. I just thought it was hilarious.
Fun change of pace from their typically rather milquetoast stories. I also have to commend the twist ending for the Orchid Grief, and how Howard was shockingly happy about the rare orchid's death.
Yeah, I did think it was really funny. Like, Lincoln accidentally kills a flower, they have to go replace it, they go through all this trouble, they fail. Then it turns out his dad is like, I always hated that flower. It was so much maintenance. Like, Lincoln literally killed it just by watering it at a unspecific time. Like, I don't know. I thought that was a really clever twist.
Just taking care of an orchid can tell you how difficult they are to maintain.
Yes.
Lori, Morning Glory. How's college coming along? Much better, it seems. Fairway's depiction this season is much more grounded, and Lori's been doing great in her classes.
By the looks,
Can't read golf scores, so they try and intervene when they think she's failing out.
Okay, seriously though, who the heck puts golf scores in a report card, let alone has it mailed to her family when she? I don't know. I'm a little perplexed.
One of those.
Like, I don't know. Just the idea of a golfing university is already baffling as is, and the fact that they put the numbers on a report card of all things, like it's supposed to be some sort of formal transcript, like, I don't know, it just doesn't sit right with me.
Siblings, because it's season 6, also makes a flag-seeking golf ball that Lori unknowingly uses and falsifies a perfect.
Yay! More liar reveal cliches with no cleverness or originality. Sign me up.
Round on the campus course, which she has to come clean about and nearly tanking her reputation on campus. Really, Lisa? Nonetheless, it was a good season for Lori, and her plot lines are much stronger.
Were they though?
This has been helped by the writers granting her some flexibility with her location, letting her get involved in more storylines.
Okay, you know what? The one where Lenny actually learned to drive and got her license. I thought that was a really sweet episode.
They can have her pal around with the siblings in Royal Woods for a day or two, or ever kick it over to Great Lakes City to focus on.
Although, I will say though, realistically, I don't know, something about her driving 3 hours just to visit her family for a weekend and her being able to do it on such a frequent basis, it feels a little unrealistic. But again, not really in it for the realism, ultimately.
On her relationship with Bobby. A good under par season for her. Remember how those golf scores work.
Okay.
Lenny's season was a mixed bag in so many ways. On one hand, she continues her reputation as one of the most developed Louds.
Yeah.
And finally earns her driver's license.
Yeah. It only took 4 seasons, but it finally happened.
And scores a new boyfriend.
That got dumped off screen, by the way, which is so dumb and so frustrating because I'm gonna just say it, guys. Gavin had potential, but here we are in season 9, and apparently they broke up off screen.
Gavin is the newest in the revolving door of Lenny boyfriends and
Wait, when was this published? 3 months ago. So
crushes that she's become pretty infamous.
has this guy caught on to that?
Skills as a babysitter have also grown substantially since just 1 season ago. She shows great intuition when Lisa is stuck in space in her rocket. That she hasn't had her nap and the snacks she packed for her.
Yeah. At the end of, you know what? That's the one thing I do like about an otherwise boring episode. Just the message. Just because Lisa's smart, it doesn't change the fact that she's a little girl. She needs to get her snacks. She needs to be fed. She needs to take her nap. And you know what? It shows a lot of responsibility on Lenny's end, even if the overall setting is a little too outlandish for my comfort.
Explaining Lisa's repeated mistakes that got her hurtling toward the sun. She even gets to punch in the warp speed code to get her home. It was a very clever use of an over-the-top premise to teach a grounded story about self-care.
Yeah. Okay, self-care might be putting it a little too loosely. She's a child, for goodness sake. Self-care is kind of a quid pro quo.
When she isn't in focus, she gets her fair share of normal moments, but her ditzier side has seen a notable resurgence.
Yeah, I guess. But some of these circumstances, they feel harmless in the grand scheme of things, except for one on the top left. The other ones, I'd say they're fine.
It clashes with that character development she's had over the past several seasons. The writers often don't know what to have her do during these big group episodes, so I guess they're thinking, oh, we need a quick gag for Lenny. Let's just have her do something.
Okay, like I said, mostly harmless. Mostly. There are some circumstances where I'm like, seriously, this is what we're doing? But other times, yeah, it's just a quick laugh. It's not too problematic. Oops.
Season 5.
Of course. You don't leave me where I left off. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna check the VOD just to see the timestamp. Hold on. We were at around the 15-minute mark, 14:48. Okay. Thank goodness. Thank goodness I'm actually recording this. Otherwise, we would be here for a while.
I guess they're thinking, oh, we need a quick gag for Lenny. Let's just have her do something.
If I was Luna, I would just quit my band and do a solo career. Honestly, Swamp, you're not wrong, man. Like, have the Moon Girls contributed to Luna's character in any capacity? Not really, to be honest. Especially not Sam. Sam just makes it worse. Like I've said it time and again, but I don't know. Yeah, the Moon Goats in the grand scheme of things, they feel like dead weight most of the time.
Stupid. Regardless, it wasn't enough to sour an otherwise great season for her.
Yeah.
This is definitely not a particularly strong Luna year. She's in all the big group episodes, but she only gets one story focused on her. The Moon Goats have to nail a performance for the chance to record a song demo, but Luna develops a bad case of hiccups, which lasts well into the next day.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this episode felt a little too silly to feel like there was any real development or progression for the characters.
Siblings try and cure it in various ways, and a certain someone develops a throat spray for temporary relief. The bottle ends up lost, and Luna has to adapt to the condition. Low-key, one of her...
Which she conveniently did. It kind of came out of nowhere, I'm not gonna lie.
...less memorable episodes, but it did have some fun moments between her and Chunk, and her turning her hiccups into a musical asset was sweet.
In the grand scheme of things, I'd say it was a very tame episode, at least just because Luna has set the bar so high in the past. At least because of really loud music, and... what was the other one called? Dad Reputation.
It reminded me of how Scatman John did the same thing with his stutter and made it key to his success.
Who?
Good job, Luna.
No, seriously, who?
Luann bounced back after a bumpy and less prominent Season 5. Her cooking skills return, she gets some cute and meaningful moments with Benny.
Yes.
2 excellent focus episodes under
Yes!
One has Mr.
Okay, not too sure about the other one with Lola being a puppet, but the first one was definitely really good.
Coconuts get wrecked in an accident, and having caused the accident, Lola steps up to fill in for him.
Favorite design? Swamp. I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say Lola, just because she's my favorite anyways. She's my favorite of the sisters anyways.
They're such hits that Mr. Coconuts feels replaced, and Luann's guilt leads her to commit acts of self-sabotage. And a certain someone helps her compromise the situation.
It felt a little too forced. Like, the fact that she was self-sabotaging in her sleep, like, I don't know. Even for a cartoon, that just felt kind of dumb.
Because it's Season 6. It just goes to show how much Luann views Mr. Coconuts as both a living being and an extension of herself.
Okay, can we stop pretending Mr. Coconuts is alive in any capacity? Like, whenever they show him he's alive or people try to notice him, it's obviously just like a gag or something that's not meant to be taken too seriously, because most of the time, it's really not that consequential.
Meanwhile, the other episode has Luann score a performance role at Dairyland.
Yeah.
Esteemed Heidi Hef.
Thanks to Benny, and honestly, just the whole episode, I thought it was a lot of fun.
Mrs. Bernardo wanted that role and goes in a comic bout of depression, leading to Luann and Benny having to hide it from her out of fear of disownment. While she's ultimately proud of her student...
Disownment from what, though? You're their okay, that does make a little less sense the more I think about it.
And scores a small role for herself. This episode says just as much about her as it does Luann. She's apparently been rejected from the role many times, and as much as the show likes to joke about it, it's implied that her over-the-top attitude...
Wait, play that back, play that back.
Her as it does Luann. She's apparently been rejected from the role many times, and as much as the show...
Did he edit that in, or is it someone else did? Either way, that's freaking hilarious. 3D World, pretty goated Mario game. Not the best, but it's actually very memorable.
Show likes to joke about it. It's implied that her over-the-top attitude could be compensation for her low self-esteem. A product of her failed dreams of
it's not really fleshed out enough to the point where I would believe that, if I'm being honest.
being a Broadway star. This is when the show would start to joke about her many one-woman shows and how low-brow some of her roles are when she actually manages to get them.
Yeah. The fact that she committed all these... Like, if y'all remember that one episode from Season 7, where Rita and Lily are chasing down a burglar throughout town throughout the night. Turns out to be Miss Bernardo, and she only committed all these burglaries just to get in character for a commercial. And then it turns out she's not really even performing in the commercial. Like, the only thing making an appearance, the only part of her body making an appearance in the commercial is her hands. Like, I don't know. That just feels so ridiculous to where it actually makes its way to be funny. Is it just me?
Which includes
Like, I don't know. Like, this is definitely one of those very memorable side characters, just because I think it's so over the top to where it's actually funny.
With a K for legal reasons. And I don't think she was bluffing. Still, people seem to love her dancing skills, so that's something to feel good about.
I guess. I don't really.
It's a mixed
I'm not really concerned with the the perception of the other characters of her.
bag as
I don't think
always.
she does either, to be honest.
To go with the theme of power creep, having superhuman strength is just part of her character now.
Yeah, she's a jock. It's a cartoon. I mean, what more did you expect?
She even claims to have been powerlifting since she was 2, so now this is a consistent factor that later episodes have to account for. Snow Escape even has her going outright bloodhound and assault.
Okay, that was just definitely too much. Like just because it's snowing, like what? It's basically Luann's pranking all over again. They're just painting her as a callous antagonist just for the sake of having a callous antagonist, not because it makes sense. They just need to get the plot going.
assaulting
I
her
still
family
hate it, by the
with
way.
balls. Don't
Like her behavior, even by Lynn's standards, her behavior is just way too cruel and over the top.
worry, they do get the last laugh in the end. Then
What are my favorite Christmas songs? That is oddly specific, Jorge, and I've never really thought about it. Give me some time to think about it. I honestly don't know.
again, she does get her ass kicked by Ballhoffner's Bobcat.
Uh-huh.
She's kind of like Skips in that her strength can toggle off if the plot demands it.
Uh-huh.
Despite all this, and one particularly massive
Okay, to be fair though, I think you need a little more of the strength to be able to handle a bobcat just because they got claws and whatnot.
blunder, her personal focus this season has actually been very good. One story has her learning to respect the effort and skill of cheerleaders after writing them off as mere support athletes for her team.
Okay, to be fair though, that's basically what they are. Like, yeah, ultimately the bet made no sense, and I'm glad Lynn got humbled, but is that not what cheerleaders are? Support, more so emotional support.
A humbling moment that cements friendships and even shows a little of her feminine side, which is extremely rare. Her other episode serves as an improved second attempt at her hall monitor shtick. She's still too much of a stickler, but nowhere near the same degree as Schooled.
Uh-huh.
The episode even calls out her behavior, pairing her up with Liam again and teaching her that some situations require
Honestly, this is such a good dynamic. I don't know why they never bothered with it again.
gentler and more intelligent approaches. Not
Like, yeah, it's okay to be a little merciful. Like, it'll definitely come a long way here and there, especially as a hall monitor. And knowing how much of a hard ass Lynn is, it just checks out really well. Like, the contrast, the dynamic, like, I don't know. Can I just get more Lynn and Liam episodes? Like, forget freaking Henrik, man.
not handing out demerits. A good lesson for her that makes the halls of Royalwood's middle school a better place. Once again, Lucy's season was centered around the Morticians Club and their back, only
Who?
exacerbating the group's lack of development. Rescue mission to get him back, though, was fun, taking the group to a setting they normally avoid and mixing in plenty of heart along with it.
Basically what they did at the beach 2 seasons ago, but sure.
But there's still the major concern that's only going to get worse. If Lisa is the show's power creep in terms of technology, then Lucy is this but for magic. You see a fair share of outsiders tout Lucy as the best part of the show, while simultaneously mocking it for straying from its grounded roots, not realizing that Lucy is the
I guess it really just depends on who you ask in that regard.
number one progenitor of this problem. The transitional era of the show opened the door, that's for sure, but Lucy knocks the wall down. Their first episode this season has them solve hauntings and help ghosts move on to the afterlife, while Lucy's spellbook gets significant use in Great Lakes Freakout.
Yep, still dumb.
Here's her gifting Lynn one of those spells, and then comes the morbid
Like, okay, as one-off gags, maybe I can let it slide, but as whole plots, as the entire premise of a plot, like, I don't know. I'm still not sold on it.
gift of a beating heart for Haiku. And that's not even getting into what we see in future seasons, like Persephone's store-bought transmogrification potions,
Wait,
or
what?
Orpheus' ability to casually bend reality.
Still
All
dumb.
is too accessible to kids with no real repercussions. At least some of the gags with Buzz are funny. He is such a weasel.
Who?
Not
I straight up did not even remember his name until he mentioned it right now. Is there a character in the show who doesn't like to break the rules of reality by cartoon standards? Not really. The more I don't know. Like, it's so hard to draw the line anywhere because they don't bother respecting it either. Like, we more or less had it in the Savino era, but now that we're here with Rick and Rubiner, since they introduced all that crap in the movie, like, can't really draw the line anywhere, unfortunately. That's part of the reason I hate it.
Now for some more down-to-earth antics. Lana had some strong focus. You Oughta Know Better was a nice break from her ongoing obsession with grossness and gave some spotlight to her automotive skills again.
Yeah. Although, I will say, even for us, what's she, 7 years old now, canonically? it definitely feels like she knows way too much about car repair.
while teaching her
Let alone the fact that she can process so much information. Because keep in mind, guys, take it from someone who's acquainted with a handful of mechanics, it's not easy. It's really not.
that honest business and good quality service always trumps cheap shortcuts and gouging for money. Flip got a case of Mr. Krabs on this one. Meanwhile, Sleepstakes
Doesn't he always have a case of Mr. Krabs? Except, he's not funny, or charming, or memorable, or likable, or... Okay, you get the gist.
lets us see a previously unknown side of Lana, dealing with her
Yeah, me too, Nick. I was like, wait, who's this guy? Straight up. When I was the first time I saw the title card, I even said it in my worst episodes video. Like, who the heck is this guy?
fear of slumber parties and the lengths she's willing to go to cope with that fear. Lana was definitely a good pick for this.
Yeah.
She's rarely away from her family and is the only Lana that doesn't have any recurring friends of her own, despite how well she gets along with others.
Yeah.
She has slept away from home before without issue.
Okay, to be fair, though, she was surrounded by family, so I can understand why her insecurities are definitely not rearing their heads.
But it's a rare instance where an inconsistency made for a better episode.
Yeah. Just for hopefully the reasons I just explained, but not that he's listening to me.
Her twin had an active season as she always does. While her episodes were strong, most of them are starting to get a little formulaic, often falling into the trap of relearning lessons about being honest and genuine.
Uh-huh.
She is 7, so not everything is going to stick on the first try.
Yeah.
You've got to keep things fresh. Love Stinks, despite the title, is exactly that.
Wait, really? What makes you say that?
Here we see her grow an attachment to a skunk Lana was caring for, when it was revealed she has finer tastes.
Yeah.
She bonds with her.
Like, honestly, that is something about the irony in that regard. I don't know. I think it's worth appreciating.
Her, gives her a fancy name, and struggles to let her go when Lana informs her that she needs to go back to the wild. It was cool to see Lana playing the voice of reason here.
Yeah, usually it's the other way around, and even then, Lola is painted as the bad guy for it, like in frickin' Strife of the Party.
The lessons from Animal House stuck, and now she's passing those lessons on. And in Lola's case, it was definitely the change of pace she needed.
Yeah. Like something about her befriending a skunk, getting attached to her, and then refusing to let her go just because she just cares about her as a companion and a friend. Like, I don't know. I thought it was a really sweet dynamic, and it says a lot about Lola.
Bring her out of her
Like, just because an animal or even a person can be stereotypically disgusting, it doesn't mean she's not willing to look past appearances, to say the least.
comfort zone and showing how above and beyond she is willing to go for someone else.
I sincerely hope we see that skunk again at some point, but then again, it's been almost 4 seasons, so I shouldn't get my hopes up.
Lisa, you need no introduction this time. We're just going to keep this brief. While we get small glimpses of her kid's side in the climax of Space Jammed, we get a full episode centered around it in the form of I Can't. And for Season 6, it's surprisingly low tech. Lisa's eyesight starts to get worse, and she has an irrational fear of the eye doctor.
Like, you would think she would understand what optometrists are capable of, knowing how smart she is, or at the very least she'd bother doing the research. Like, honestly, her fear, it's so irrational to where it's irrational for the audience. Know what I mean? Like, that's really my biggest problem with that episode.
She escapes the appointment with Todd, who thinks that this is all ridiculous, and her blurry-eyed delirium thinks she's run away and taken a train to Florida. She ultimately gets over her fear in the end and gets new glasses, but it was amusing to see this super competent genius in all sorts of ridiculous situations.
Yeah, this is one of those circumstances where some semblance of irony or contrast to the character herself or what she represents, it just doesn't add up well enough. Like with Lola and the skunk, I explained why it works, but here, I don't think it does.
A kid would do. They're giving her all this screen time. It's nice to see them at least trying some different things with her.
Like, ironically, I'd say, I know I have my gripes with Space Jammed, but I think they covered the idea of Lisa behaving like a kid a lot more effectively, as much as I dislike that episode overall.
Since this is Season 6, she was a catalyst of Lily's Soul Focus episode. She keeps getting upstage at Show and Tell, and brings Lisa's Shrink Ray. Of course, antics happen, and the whole class gets shrunken down, but it was one episode...
Wait, hold on. Looks like she forgot to set it to Wumbo. Bro, why are SpongeBob memes basically immortal, man? I Wumbo, you Wumbo, we Wumbo. Okay, I don't know exactly how it went, but still though. The fact that all these years later, that line is still evergreen, man.
The whole class get shrunken down, but it was a fun episode despite the minimal dialogue. The
Yeah.
sequences with the guinea pig were entertaining, and
Wait, was it a guinea pig? I thought it was a hamster. Okay, I don't know.
it was a strong start to Lily's Modern Focus episodes. Great use of the premise and of Lily's growing intelligence and leadership.
Like, honestly, it felt, more or less, it felt like a charming episode of the Rugrats. And you know what? I can't hate it.
Just be sure not to jump in that box. Our loud parents fared much in the same way Luna did.
Uh-huh.
Plenty of screen time, but less dedicated focus. Rita didn't even get a focus episode of her own, but
Okay.
got to co-star with Lola in Crown and Dirty.
Yeah, I actually really like that episode. Yeah, that honestly caught me off guard.
This was one of our more low-key adventures. He fakes being sick to avoid a visit to Aunt Ruth's, and he gets into an over-the-top conflict trying to chase down a cricket. It was hilarious to see the pets spectating and enjoying every moment of it.
Yeah, thanks for the help, guys.
But while Lynn's always been an emotional goofball, he's definitely been trending more towards childishness as time goes on.
Yeah, he's definitely gave that aggro vibe throughout this episode to where it almost feels out of character for him. Like, yeah, he can be sensitive and a little bit of a crybaby, but he's always known when to be authoritative.
And this kind of plays into an issue that both of them have been going through. Their fluctuating competence when it comes to handling their kids.
Yes, that's honestly been a problem for how long now? 5 seasons?
They're shown to be afraid of their children, mostly Lynn Jr. this time around, and refuse to discipline her multiple accounts of property damage.
Yes.
They do get their competent and strict moments to balance it out, but
That's the thing. I don't think there has to be a balance. It really should have been the other extreme, more or less.
this inconsistency is where a lot of the Mr. and Mrs. Turner accusations come from.
That
But to end it on a good note, we do get to see their wedding.
is true.
Nothing over the top, but a good bit of world building with some fun little moments from our supporting cast.
Yeah. Flipping at the wedding because he was Rita's classmate. Chunk performing, like, I don't know. Those kinds of details. It just really... It helps you feel more immersed with the community of the characters. You know what I mean? Okay, that sounded really corny, but hopefully I got the point across.
Good stuff. Now, let's check in on that supporting cast, shall we?
Uh-huh.
Our John DiMaggio duo has
Would you guys hold it against me? Because I am so tired of these two John DiMaggio characters. More so the latter, but...
a good showman in many ways. Mr. Grouse took a slight step back, sticking mostly to quick cameos and gags, along with serving as a running gag in an episode or two.
Uh-huh.
He does at least get a
And it wasn't really funny, but you know what? Honestly, I feel like we're at that point where... Do we have any reason to still concern ourselves with Mr. Grouse in any capacity?
few small roles, such as serving as one of Lenny's driving instructors and being the victim of a ghost attack, but no major outings this time around.
Yeah,
Lynn
probably for the best.
also mentioned his habit of chewing chicken bones at stoplights.
Ew.
His counterpart is rubbing off on him.
Ugh.
And a quick meta joke with the two of them pretending to be twins in the ice cream contest. As for old Flip, he took a notable downtick this season,
Thank goodness.
only showing up in half of the episode count he got last time. But unlike his counterpart, he scored some lead roles.
Ugh.
This Flip acts as a sort of follow-up to a Flip Miss Carol.
No,
Remember the
don't
girl
care. Don't
who
care.
appeared in the flashback? She was his crush, the one that got away, and the Loud Kids helped him clean up his image and go for a second chance all these years later.
Yeah, very convenient. Turns out he gets exposed for being secretly disgusting, which is not really a secret, and then it turns out she's equally disgusting. Everyone lives happily, no consequences for the lying, another lie reveal cliche. There is so much that ticks me off about this episode, never mind the fact that they're glazing Flip all over again. Hello, Oddballer. What's good? Welcome to the stream.
She, of course, turns out to be just as much of a slob as he is, but it shows how far he's willing to go if he cares, even if his character is difficult to suppress. This is also where we see the writers give Flip a sidekick, a raccoon named Nacho, who serves as someone within his business that he can bounce off of. Technically, he did make an appearance last season, and we get a sort of proto-Nacho in Room and Horde.
I'm gonna be honest. I already more or less hold Flip in contempt. Like, did they really think giving him a redundant, or not really redundant, a pointless animal sidekick is really gonna help his PR?
But this
Not
is
really.
the season that made him a mainstay. He tends to get involved in most of Flip's operations.
Like, honestly, you could cut him out of most of the scenes he's in, and it wouldn't make a difference. Except for that time where he got a dedicated episode. Which is an issue in of itself, but that's not until season 8.
And in his downtime, FPS games are promptly getting floored by Todd. Despite the downtick in school plots, the Dog Squad shows no signs of slowing down.
Yeah. Okay, in some capacity.
They're bringing more of their adventures outside of the school setting, and their new segments start to cover some external stories.
Uh-huh.
In fact, they're building up relationships with the professional news. Catherine Mulligan forgives them after their abominable snowman turned out to be one of Liam's sheep, and donates equipment
That was a really good twist, though.
from her studio when she witnesses their drive as reporter.
Just the fact that the abominable snowman they discovered, it just turned out to be an unsheared sheep. Like, honestly, sheeps need to be sheared, guys, in case it isn't obvious. And honestly, yeah, if they don't get sheared soon enough, they do start getting cranky. They do start getting hurt. Like, it would, realistically, it would give that vibe of an abominable snowman, to say the least. Or at least, if you apply cartoon logic in some capacity.
Sorry, Chandler. The group's members have continued
To be honest, Swamp, I'd rather they just stitch Sam all together anyways, but that's just my bias
to
talking.
score spotlight episodes of their own. Stella gets to show off her skills with machines,
Uh-huh.
participating in a state competition.
Something that, until this point, was not really a noteworthy aspect of her character, but outside of the graphic novel. So I'm really glad they were bringing it into the main series.
And conquering her
Like, it's definitely an element that I definitely think is worth exploring a little more.
fear of public speaking after an embarrassing incident as a child.
Yeah, like honestly, there's just so much to think about with this one episode. Her traumatic experiences, the humiliation, like the reason, like we never looked into the reason she moved here. Like, there is just so much untapped potential with Stella, and it's so frustrating that they've done virtually nothing with it. They definitely dipped their toes in the idea with this episode, but other than that, it's really frustrating that they haven't done much of anything else.
Meanwhile, Rusty has to run duds for dudes for a few hours and goes on a chase to recover Mick Swiger's pants when he accidentally sells them.
Uh-huh.
That's actually where the name Dog Squad comes from.
Yeah.
Rusty
To this day, I'm still really iffy on the name, but I don't have a better alternative.
Rusty's self-proclaimed name for the group. The scenario really showcases Rusty's skills as a salesman, along with the relationship he has with his father.
Okay, to be fair though, his dad is a salesman. It's not like he got it out of nowhere.
In fact, he too gets a surprising amount of action this season. Sure, his car gets fucked up, and a ghost ends up trashing his store, but hey, he gets to date Catherine Mulligan now, which I'd say is
I mean, to be fair, she is kind of pretty, at least by this show standards, so I don't hate it.
trashing his store, but hey, he gets to date Catherine Mulligan now, which I'd say is a win.
Yeah.
Liam is still the writer's favorite, so much so that he gets to
Okay, to be fair though, this is one of those writers' favorites that I'm actually not against, because Liam is a very charming character.
do a line in Zach's voice.
Okay, it's not just me who caught on to it. Yeah, what gives, man? This whole line, I've talked about it in my worst episodes video. Why did, like, how rushed was this episode's development that they just straight up put the wrong line, the wrong voice on on a line for a different character?
His appearances are numerous as always, and with plenty of episodes taking us all over town, they were likely to kick it over to Honeycutt Farm.
I mean, to be fair, it just makes sense that he and the animals make all these appearances because it's the local farm. Like, farmers are very pivotal when it comes to society, guys. Like, especially in small towns, like say Royal Woods.
The squad also gets the honor of meeting
So at the very least, there's some context and subtext for why he's gotten so many appearances, at least in canon. But I can see why people might be frustrated with it a little.
Mick Swagger twice. Up until this point, he's been a very Luna-centric character, so it's nice to see them branching out with him.
Like, to be honest, for an international rock star that more or less who is from the UK, it's a little unrealistic that he's had this many appearances in this town, let alone the fact that he performed for Luna in the high school in that one episode.
Now to round up everyone else. Leonard's had more of a presence since his introduction.
Uh-huh.
He attends Lincoln's 12th birthday party, and
Okay, you know what? That does bother me. Leonard is there. The fisherman who lives in who knows where made it to the birthday party, but not Pop and Myrtle? Really?
the kids take a brief trip to Mastodon to teach their gramps how to run it.
Really, Nick? That is kind of fun. That is kind of fun.
A lot of focus for such a new face. But they certainly haven't forgotten about our original action group.
Okay, to be fair, though, Pop did get his own episodes in this season, but it still bothered me that he wasn't there for the birthday of the boy. Especially because he has his hair.
Grandpa, look who just got engaged. Myrtle's even
Also, rest in peace, Fred Willard.
revealed to be a retired secret agent. These two were made for each other. It's pretty odd, though, that both granddads are missing from their kid's wedding.
Okay, to be fair, maybe they're just not in the shot. I don't know.
On the subject of love, Benny gets a consistent presence in Luann's episodes as her voice of reason, and even scores a focus episode of his own about running the Burpin Burger.
Yeah, I thought it was a solid episode, more or less.
Very few supporting characters have had this.
Like, even with how meek and reserved he can be, even with Luann, especially when you consider the contrast his girlfriend provides of being a goofball, being a prankster and whatnot. Like, it's just nice to see him in a way. It's nice to see him more or less have to bring himself to have to stand up for himself in a minor capacity, or in a way that actually matches the character, let alone his dynamic with Luann. Like, honestly, this is not a bad episode.
Honor. Ballhoffner's been a clear hit with the writers, being more frequently utilized outside of the school setting. His over-the-top personality.
Honestly, I'm not against it. Like, at the very least, Bullhoffner, he does have his funny moments. He's not completely disgusting. And he's not really disgusting at all. Like, in contrast with... Really? Flip has set the bar so low that any other writer favorite is not really a problem for me. That's really all I can say.
Makes it fun to throw him into different situations. You even get the semi-focus episode.
Except for that episode where he definitely bothered me. Like, his whole hardcore and oppressive attitude for the dad's band. Like, I don't know. It definitely rubbed me the wrong way.
Where he briefly joins the Doodads and his relationship with Lincoln starts to improve. Scoot is still a prick, so is Chandler.
Okay, to be fair though, Swamp, she probably had exams. She was probably in school. She was probably busy in school. Like, at the very least, Lori had a in-story reason. But with Pop Pop and Myrtle, like, what do they got going on at the retirement home? A game of shuffleboard? Nah, I don't know, man.
Probably the closest we've had to a character undergoing downright flanderization. His fixation on hating Lincoln has become more extreme.
And honestly, it came out of nowhere. Like, him being cocky or him underestimating him, like that one episode about the haunted house, that's one thing, but now he's just a full-blown bully, and we really never learned why.
To the point of it feeling like he wants to kill him, and his bullying behavior towards other kids escalated alongside it.
And I guess it's not just him, now that I think about it.
No sign of his deal-maker personality either.
Not necessarily, Nick. It's more, like I said, guys, Lyra Real Cliche, it's not too much of an issue as long as they do something unique with it. And if it even applies here, it doesn't really feel problematic. It's not really a, oh, Benny has to, it's not real, it's, like, the circumstances feel different enough. Like, Benny, he has to fire Luann, but he can't bring himself to do it. Not because he feels like he has to keep a secret, he just really loves her that much in that capacity. So, you understand why he's doing what he does. The reasons aren't petty, or he's not doing it for himself in the grand scheme of things. That's more or less what helps it stand out. With Aladdin and Jasmine, he's doing it because if he fesses up about not being a prince, he's never going to see Jasmine again. In Toddnito, in the end, Lisa realizes she should be doing this for Darcy, so she comes clean, more or less. Although she doesn't really get exposed. Benny doesn't want his girlfriend to lose her job. He doesn't want her to think any less of him, or vice versa. Like, I don't know. There's definitely a lot more nuance that a lot of people don't give it credit for. And I can see why, because Lyra Reveal Cliche, they're a cliche for a reason. But it definitely stands out in certain ways, to the point where even I like it. Even without my bias for what's the ship even called? Luanny? I don't even know, man. Just call them Luann and Benny. We don't really need to make a portmanteau of the names.
The last thing that gave him any depth. The biggest losers of this season have to be Melly and Darcy.
Are they, though?
Mostly being relegated to use as little kid incidentals. And
that might be a bit of a stretch. I just realized Chloe is there too. I mean, unfortunately, she's been a loser for 2 seasons now, so.
They don't really interact with their friends, which is super unusual in Darcy's case, given how Lisa-heavy this season was.
I mean,
and as for our
yeah, okay, that's fair.
Big winners of the roundup, they would be Cheryl and Meryl. This honestly shocked me when I was rewatching.
Like, that's just the problem in general when having so many side characters in total. Like, someone's gonna have more screen time than another, to the point where it just feels cluttered and unbalanced, to say the least.
This season. Like I mentioned last season that Cheryl was the exception to the school switch, but I forgot just how much screen time they got. Our Southern Belle comic duo pops up very frequently outside of the school setting, joining our ensemble of quirky adults. And they get so much
Okay, to be fair though, unlike the other quirky adults, at the very least they're very likable.
to do, from being award judges to cheerleading coaches, even scoring a semi-spotlight episode where they take on Lana and Lola in Auntie Pam's ice cream contest.
Uh-huh.
We learn a lot about their dynamics and interests. They have a favorite TV show in Southern Hospitality.
Uh-huh.
Season finale of which, quite amusingly, happens 3 separate times. Lola exploits this twice for her own benefit.
Really?
But the ubiquity
To be honest, I don't remember a lot about that episode, so you know what? I'm learning. I'm more or less learning.
here is a good lesson in character flexibility. If a character is given some kind of gag or role outside of their niche, then you can naturally bring them into episodes and scenarios.
Then, yeah, the character
The
works.
shelf life of the character extended dramatically. They took this to heart with Mr. Ballhoffner as well.
You know what? The one character I just wish they didn't do this with, and not that this principle even applied in the first place. It's just Flip, man.
His extreme tendencies and ability to teach multiple subjects meant that he could be utilized in more situations.
Yeah.
In contrast with Mrs. Johnson, who got silent cameos at best out.
Okay, to be fair though, she had a reason in canon for not being involved anyways. She's an elementary school teacher. They're in middle school now. Like at the very least, the reasoning was pre-established.
Outside of the classroom where stories tied to
So maybe using Bullhoffner that much is probably for the best.
And with that, Season 6 comes to a close.
Uh-huh.
Overall, a successful sophomore season for the Rubiner tenure. New lessons were learned while
It was more or less a tame season, but there's definitely a handful of hidden gems that I can definitely appreciate.
old lessons were not forgotten. It followed up on some of Season 5's over-the-top...
Not that, I'll tell you that much.
but mixed in those with the more laid-back sensibilities of Seasons 2 or 4, then topped it with some mechanized magic. It wanted to push the boundaries of where these characters could go. That's how we ended up...
For better or worse, it's honestly, like I said, this season it's tame, but it's also a mixed bag,
but it didn't want
and not necessarily in a good way.
to forget where it came from. How good of a job it
Like,
did
just stick to like. I've said this before, and I even said it when I reviewed K-pop Demon Hunters. Just stick to your guns, man. You don't need all these ideas. You don't need to throw things at the wall to see what sticks. Just, is it really that hard to just stay glued to the original identity of the show? Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's honestly an emotional minefield, especially considering everything that happened with Savino and whatnot. But I'm not really an expert. I don't really know what goes on behind the scenes, but ultimately, it's really hard to appreciate anything else when you just keep trying to give me one of everything. Know what I mean?
subjective. Did you think it was a course correction or a point of no return? Did the show need to keep taking these extremes to stay fresh, or did they simply need to...
Like, in small doses, it's not problematic. It's part of the reason I more or less appreciate Time Trap for what it is. As for the rest of them that adopted fantasy elements, I got my obvious problems with them. Like, Time Trap, it just felt like that one exception where I'm like, you know what? This could work, but only in small doses.
stick to their guns after the showrunner changed. The next few seasons would follow this example, so the question is, let me know what you think of Season 6, and what your favorite moments were. I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot to talk about.
I mean, you already spent a half hour talking about it, man. Let alone, what, an hour and a half of me reacting to it? Yeah, we've been live for like an hour and 20 minutes.
In the meantime, pack your bags and fill up the gas tank. We've got a road trip ahead of us.
Is that how Season 7 starts? You know what? That's besides the point. But alright, guys. Credit where credit is due. Customary like. And, well, that was his retrospective for Season 6. Shout out to the homie Karate Kid. You know what? I should probably link him in the description since I'm reacting to his videos pretty much every stream. Although to be fair, the link to the video has been right in front of us this whole time. So, you know what? I'll do it anyways. Oh, or at least hopefully I remember once I'm done streaming. But yeah, guys, as far as Season 6 is concerned, it was tame, couple of hidden gems, but for the most part, it was the run. It's just, I guess I'm ultimately just indifferent to most of it. Just because nothing stands out, nothing taps at the emotions the way, say, Season 3 did. Like, I don't know. And when there's so much of a contrast with some of its best seasons, let alone any other season, it just feels like this show, it tries too hard to be a mixed bag. It tries too hard to entertain kids and adults with all these ideas when it was already doing both in its early seasons. Like, I don't know. I'm only watching his videos through your reactions. Alright, suit yourself, Lonely. But yeah, no, okay, for the sake of my conscience, yeah, I'm probably going to link the video in the description, which I probably should have done for the other VODs. I should probably do for the other VODs. I'll update them when I get the chance. But, yeah, guys, that was Season 6. And we went through it surprisingly quickly. We are only about an hour and 18 minutes into the stream, and what, 5 of those minutes, 10 of those minutes were dedicated for the prologue of the stream and whatnot. So, yeah, guys, so with that being said, I'm gonna be switching to Legends EA, because, yeah, no more spoilers for me, please, and thank you. So, gonna set up the Switch, and I'll be right back. Wait, did y'all hear my chewing? Okay, no, the mic was muted. Okay. Alright, guys. Oh, wow. I didn't even have to set up anything. Capture card just set up itself. Maybe don't use Twitter if you don't want spoilers. Swamp. I am legitimately tempted to be as sarcastic as humanly possible to retort, but I'm not going to. You're welcome. Alright. Here we are. Okay, where was I? Okay, last I remember, we dealt with Heatran, and apparently now we're headed to the Rust Syndicate office? What gives? Da, da, da. Don't tell me I forgot to save beforehand. No, I saved at the stream ended yesterday, so... Okay, what am I missing? Wait, what the? Wait, what? I just went through the what? If you don't want spoilers, don't get spoiled. Exactly, Tail. That's exactly what that comment felt like. Like, I don't know, man. Okay, seriously, I went through an elevator and now we're in... Okay, it's getting worse. Yeah, no donut, no nothing, and yet here we are. And the worst part is Ansha is here with us. Oh my... This woman is driving me crazy. Kind of in a fun way, but also, again, being as obnoxious as ever. Ay, esta mujer. I guess everyone's getting sucked into hyperspace, whether they like it or not. Yeah. Oh, Emma's here. Wait, so how am I supposed to get out, though? Uh-huh. Okay, they're here too, but who else? Or maybe have a donut ready for Hoopa? Did you lot take a surprise one-way trip to the Bizarro Zone, or what? Okay, Corbo's here too. You too? And we're all stuck in here? Great, just great. Wait, where's here? We're in a place that's surrounded by walls, so look for somewhere like that. Yeah, that really narrows it down. Surely they are the ones who should come and find us, non? Uh-huh. How does that narrow it down exactly? You know what? I don't know. I guess we just gotta look everywhere. Hey, at least there's no time limit, so if there's like wild encounters, then maybe it's a lot easier. What do you gotta say? Shopping arcade? I mean, I feel like we would have found it by now if that was the case. Oh, Ivor's here too. I guess you could... Okay, I guess he does have an outlet in some capacity. Wait, oops. I just realized he did give me an outfit too, now that I think about it. Okay, it's just Grisham's top set. The apron pants. Didn't Ivor also give me clothes? So the gang is all here? I guess, knowing my luck, Swamp, you're probably gonna bump into them eventually. What's this? Huh. Was that Greninja insignia always there? Huh. The more you know. Yeah, Ivor, Jasanth, Corbo, Emma. A lot of people are here, but not everybody by the looks of it. Oh hey, it's what's his name? The cab driver, I forgot his name. Make sure to check that wall next to the other wall between the other wall. Yeah, inside the wall, like, it really doesn't narrow it down. It's not just me, right? Guess all I can do is look at... Oh, Mabel's here too? Yeah, everyone's getting sucked in. Oh boy. If I knew that this place was safe, I'd love to do some research into the blah blah blah. Yep. Yep. It's never worth your own life, I can tell you that much. Oh, jeez. You think he might be through this? I don't know. Doesn't seem like it, if I'm being honest. Yeah, what's the point of all these scaffoldings if they're not going to amount to nothing? They're just wasting my time. Alright, probably somewhere in the town square. Who's this? Yeah, I have no idea who this is. Okay, probably just an NPC. They have a name, so I'm assuming I did a side quest with her at some point. Oh, Grisella's here. Climbed up all of this to see if he can spot anything from the roof. So he's here too. Guess the best I can do is just keep looking. Okay, we're back to square one. That's where Tawny was originally. Okay, I am literally going in a giant circle. Okay, I haven't gone through here, I'd like to believe. Like, see? Like, all the architecture is just so similar to where the heck am I supposed to find what I'm looking for? I'm guessing I do have to climb the rooftops, but... I don't see a ladder. Nope, I spoke too soon. Okay, that's what I'm missing. Okay, we got a better vantage point, but what am I gonna find here? Okay, there's Grisham. Now what? That's all you're gonna tell me? Alright. Okay, that's a dead end. There's Canary and Gwyn, but how are they supposed to help? Can I make it across from here? Okay, I don't have to. Okay, Corbo said a place with a lot of walls, so I'm guessing not on the rooftops. Or at least that's my best conjecture. Kinda wanna look around anyways, though. Just out of curiosity. Aside from Mudkip and Piplup, what makes me go, oh, look at the little baby? Spheal. Spheal is the first one that comes to mind. Like, he is just round perfection. Ironically, I'm not a fan of Walrein or Celio. I think they're both kind of ugly. Competitively, they might have usage, but Spheal is just peak cuteness, man. The roundness, the eyes, the little fangs, like, I don't know. I don't know whose idea it was, but I love it. Okay, where were Canary and Gwyn? I think I want to work off of that. Just because I haven't interacted with them yet. Is this where they were? Nope, that's where just on this. Wait a minute, who are you? Okay, I'm guessing another NPC that I did a side quest for. That's where I was before. Oh, there he is. Yeah, really narrowing it down with the walls, homie. What's good? Oh, Vinny's here too. Aha, the rescue team arrives. Hey, it's not like we know how to get out of here either. What are we supposed to do about it, though? So they're being brought over there, and we're being dragged into here. Yep. That's gonna be disastrous. I mean, to be fair though, is there anything Okay. Is there anything stopping us from not just setting up civilization in hyperspace? It's not like it's bereft of resources. We got berries, we got Pokemon, we got buildings. You know what? We don't have to humor the prospect, to say the least. What was that? It's just a flash, but why is everyone gasping? Oh, just like that, we're back. Just because I found the guy? That's it? That's all it took? Alright, sure, I guess. Yep. Odds are we're gonna get sucked back into it eventually. Uh-huh. Tell us everything. For what? We've learned that being created by sustained by a single Pokemon. Just one. Times like these, I really wish the internet would keep its mouth shut. Or really, I wish people would actually learn to stop putting stuff in YouTube thumbnails. That's it. That's all I'm asking. If you're gonna post a big spoiler for something that's been out, for content that's been out for like 2 weeks, keep it to yourself. Is that so much to ask? Spent a long time exposed to the unbridled mega power from when the tower went on its rampage. Oh, okay. So now what? Excuse you. What? Once we save that poor Pokemon, will Hyperspace Lumios disappear forever? Probably. I get it. You still want to cast that Rayquaza, but maybe there's another way, sweetie. That's all I can tell you. Okay, at the very least, she's being reasonable, even for a 5-year-old. Is she 5? She never really mentioned her age, now that I think about it. Yeah, that's the problem, Swamp. It'll linger for a bit, hopefully long enough to follow your dream. I mean, what are the odds we'll get a chance for that anyways, though? Yeah, all the donuts in the world. We probably still wouldn't have a means to get in. Some other way to power up our donuts. Something we haven't tried yet. Can't really use more butter. The power of Mega Evolution. Putting a keystone on the donut? Making Hoopa Mega Evolve? Like, what? What? Okay, is my character just that dumb? Sure, I guess. Yeah, what is my character babbling about? How exactly would we channel that energy into a donut, though? Hey, we don't know that. For all we know, he could Mega Evolve. Especially in the Genie form, or whatever it's called. The Unbound form, sorry. Literally a Mega Donut. Oh my gosh. Boo, if you're in chat. Oh, God. We got Mega Donuts, but we don't have Mega Butter. Uh-huh. Operation what? Maybe not even Operation. What are you gonna call it? Operation Mega Donut. Okay, it is an operation. So, just any donut, or do we want specific ingredients? Leave everything to me, because we basically do. Outside of dealing with the rogue megas, it's really me doing all the work. Alright. Let's make some more. Speaking of donuts, let's make some more. Alright, let's see. Wait, can I just straight up make 5-star donuts? If I had the ingredients for it? I probably could, by the looks of it. Or I guess not. I don't know. Ah, screw it. Wow, that is a really pretty donut, though. I kind of wish I could try it. Humongo power, item power, big haul power. Okay. I have no idea what that entails, but sure. No idea what I'm cooking here, but let's do it. Also really pretty, but you know what? I really shouldn't be in it just for the aesthetic. Alright, let's see it. Alright, I'd like to believe we'll pull through with 3, but you never know. I might just make 1 more. I will say, though, these donuts are really pretty. No, we're good. Thank you, sweetie. Alright, 4-star one with fire types. I kind of want one with water types because I want to catch a Mudkip. But if there isn't one, I probably just have to wait until tomorrow for the daily reset. What's in here, though? Why did I mark it? Fire, Psychic. No, wait, no, Fairy. That's a side mission. Rock types. Is that a... I forgot what Garganacl's pre-evolution was called, but is that a... I forgot their names. The one that looks like a rock mushroom from Mario Galaxy. Those are dragon types. Really? Not a single water one? Come on, man. I want a Mudkip. I know the Mega Stone for Mudkip is paywalled. I gotta pay for an online plan, but... Come on, man. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm really tempted to replace Shelly with Swampert. If I decide to cave in and get a Mega Stone. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Alright, let's do it. I shouldn't have marked that, but let's do it. I kind of want to do all the side missions because some of them might contain Megas for all I know. Or it might just be another pointless battle. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, that is very helpful. Thanks. I guess outside of combat, you don't have to worry too much about what kind of potion you're using as long as you have them, but... Wait, is it on the... Where's the... Oh, there it is. I was about to say, where the heck is it? Okay, I have no idea what to expect, so I'm just gonna use the tamest donut I got. Have I played Scarlet and Violet? Yeah, Adam. As a matter of fact, some of my playthrough, you can find it on my Twitch channel highlights. It's in the description. Is that what I think it is? Okay, I am running low on time. I'm on a time limit, so... Is that a Mega Glit? Okay, I'm tripping. That's a Mega... Hold on. I gotta lead with Julie. Hold up! We got a Mega Glimmora, bro? I'm assuming that's what that is. Look at it! Wait. I forgot to equip ground type moves, but you know what? It's too late. Just like that. Just a Mega out of nowhere. Sure, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's freaking go. Bro, just run. Just run, homie. Just run. Bro, I'm immune to poison. Okay, he's kind of dumb. Alright. Okay, Julie's pulling through. Although, Oh crud, I'm out of max potions. I am definitely unprepared for this. Wait, he's also weak to steel. Bro, I'm part steel. What part of I'm immune to poison do you not get? You know what? Go off, queen. Go off. Okay, I honestly thought this would be a lot more difficult, but so far so good. Just like that. Okay. Yeah. That's the Paldean Champion's ace. Speaking of Scarlet and Violet. Just like that though? That felt way too easy, man. A little anticlimactic, but at the very least it was a lot less difficult than the Crabominables, but that's crazy. Okay, that is a Mega I was unspoiled on, and I'm happy. I'm happy. Do we get a Golden Ball? Nope, no Golden Ball. What's the point of all these architecture if it's just dealing with the Mega? Not important. Okay, first things first. Buy more potions, and you know what? I gotta remind myself to adjust move pools accordingly. Next time I deal with something that crazy. But you know what? Julie carried. Okay, to be fair though, the AI was being kind of dumb, but Julie carried. Good looking Mega, worthy for a team maybe? Okay, I would probably have to get a Glamora in the first place. Like, I don't know. On one hand, I like the design. I think it's a fascinating mon, but it's quad weak to ground. It has a lot of weaknesses. It's past there's no abilities in this game, so it definitely loses a lot of its utility. I'd have to look at the stat line to know for sure. Alright. Give me more of these. Some of these for good measure. But you know what? Let me look at the design in its entirety. So I guess some of its petals? Okay, I can't rotate the model unless I actually have one, until I actually get one. Still though, how curious. Still got that little peak, still got the petals, but where are the... I'm guessing some of the petals took sentience and made a formation? I'm not sure what to make of it yet. It's fascinating. Nothing too crazy, but still though. I'm just grateful that I went into I finally saw a Mega with no... that didn't get spoiled. This is terrifying though. Really, it's just because the battle was so difficult, but this is terrifying. Oh my gosh, look at him. Gosh, the fact that the magma in his body literally got so hot that the metal in his body is melting. That is so unsettling, man. Sometimes, not to mention, he got a lot chunkier. I'm telling you, man. Some Megas are genuinely barbaric, and you didn't have to read the Pokédex entries to know that. But you know what? Out of curiosity, though, what does the Pokédex have to say about them? Top class flyer, easily soared through the sky. Okay, nothing too crazy. While gripping a Steelix that weighs more. Okay, my boy got the grippers. Golly, man. Brain has been invigorated by Mega Evolution, making it even wilier. It can create and command copies of itself. You know what? Infinite Sushi? Can't go wrong with that. I love sushi in general. You know, what other one do I usually actually own? Pumped all of its muscles. Okay, we already knew about Heracross. Eerie cold air imbued with ghost energy to freeze even insubstantial things, such as flames or the wind. Huh. Okay. So far, no unethical implications, by the looks of it. Using fur that it has made into sharp claw-like shapes, it cuts down foes with a single blow. This is an act of kindness to keep them from suffering. You know what? A man of mercy. I can respect that. Or in my case, a woman of mercy. Psychic power to compress or expand anything. It overwhelms foes by contorting space itself. Huh. How fascinating. What about you, though? You know what? I use Excadrill a lot, so it's best that I look into this. If it brings its arms and heads together, it forms a streamlined shape and spins at high speeds. It can... Yeah. Yeah, we more or less got a glimpse of it with the animation. Wait, can I actually see it here? Okay, it's not gonna show it here, but you guys can see it, right? Like when it puts its arms together with the drill on its head, like it makes a formation. I don't know, it's a little silly, but I can get behind it. But alright. Let's do more of the side missions. Like honestly, my curiosity is at its peak. There's a Mega for one of the Titans. Yeah, for Tatsugiri. Okay, if it's giving me this much time, I'm guessing it's not a battle, necessarily. You know, let's go with the 10. Wait, how much does the other one give? It's only 3 stars, so it's not as bad as the Mega Glamora, but you know what? I need a good enough donut. I don't know what to expect here. It might be another Mega, it might just be another boring battle. We'll have to wait and see. Yep, it's another boring battle. Okay. Laban uses dragons, and Jasant uses fairies, so... Yeah, Julie can more or less handle both, but who am I teaming up with? And also, I'm on a timer. How kind of you to come over this way to join us. Allow me to express my gratitude by challenging you to a battle. Oh, it's with Lita. Sure, I mean, I couldn't leave even if I wanted to. Wait a minute, I thought Laban was punished. Doesn't matter. Screw the lore. Okay, first and foremost, kill the Carbank. Not about to put up with setting up a Reflect and whatnot. Oops, I meant to Rock Slide there. That's my bad. You know what? Why aren't I Mega Evolving? Now that I think about it. Like, I'm telling you, man, Excadrill is just already so versatile as is. Like, he just feels overtuned with getting a Mega, but you know what? It worked out for the best, because in this game, you are really codependent with Mega Evolution, to say the least. She's just gonna stand there with the pose and her mouth wide open? Alright, sure. I kinda wish we were listening to her theme right now, instead of just a generic trainer music, but hey, what are you gonna do? Oh, I'm not allowed to heal? Oh, gosh. Okay. Julie, you know what? You did what you could, girl. Yeah, imagine if she actually never bothered evolving her Staryu, because she was kind of reluctant about it at first. Okay, this hits both of them, right? Yeah, okay, that Vaporeon was getting clapped. Who's Mega Evolving now? Oh, Lita. I don't think have we ever seen her evolve her Mega Starmie? Or Starmie? Like, in-game? In combat, rather? It still looks ridiculous, but hey. It was nice seeing the animation there. Oh, and the Clef is frozen. Okay, Eleanor, go off, Queen. Okay. Between Julie and Eleanor, they both put in work. Okay. Well done, ladies. Well done. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about my Pokemon. If I may, my lady. Dancers have great core strength and control over their bodies. It makes them suited to martial arts. When trainers have that kind, blah blah blah. Yeah, I really don't care, to be honest. Why are you looking at her like that? You know very well that I have an abysmal sense of rhythm, oh. I thought you kind of hated them, Lita. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, what you gonna give me? Wait. Guys. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Guys. Y'all saw what you just gave me, right? Hang on. Yeah, no, I'm not wearing that. No, no, no. It looks so ridiculous on me. I mean, she kind of did swamp, I'm not gonna lie. Blizzard and Ice Beam, just because... Keep in mind, there's no PP in this game. It's just cooldowns. Whenever Blizzard is on cooldown, I can Ice Beam. Like, I don't know. She really doesn't have a lot of alternatives. Like, whenever she's running some sort of niche move just to compensate for a weakness, like, I don't know. She's so squishy to where she gets one-shotted most of the time anyways. So, I don't know. It's been helpful for the most part. Alright, you know what? I kind of want to do all the side ones. Is there any more? Doesn't look like it, or either I'm not looking hard enough, or it doesn't look like it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wait out the day. I think I'm gonna wait out the day and hope for some, water wild mons. That's the thing, though. Blizzard does a lot of damage, and I do get a lot of openings for it. Maybe I will swamp. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Do I even have the TM for Psychic now that I think about it? Oops, not that. ISI Shock, but you can't learn it. Apparently I don't. I'm guessing it's in Mabel's research. Well, speaking of Mabel's research. Okay, it's not in Mabel's research, so you know what? If you want to let me know where the TM is, Swamp, then be my guest. But for now... Yep. Alright. Can I get some water type outbreaks, please? With Mudkips, ideally? That is... Delphox and... Is that Mr. Rhyme? Huh. Pichus. Those are ghosts. Those are dark types. That's electric. Those are... Medicham and... Is that a sock? Dark types. Ghost. Ground. There you go. There. Now we're... Okay, now we're talking. Yep, I'm definitely going into that one. I mean, but for what, though, Swamp? It's not like... Thunderbolt beats what? Water and flying types? It's not really something that Eleanor is weak to, so... I guess it could come in handy. You know what? Do I have it? Do I have the TM for Thunderbolt? That's really the million-dollar question here. Can she learn it? Okay, you know what? It's worth a shot. I mean, I can always relearn Blizzard at any time, so there's really no pressure. Alright, but as far as this Void is concerned, I'm probably going to be leading with Alfred. And if that's the case... You know what? I think I'm set. Just gonna switch Reflect, just because I know Mudkips are physical. Let's see. Yeah, I don't need too much time. Yeah, sure, why not? No, wait, no. You know what? I think I need this donut for a more important occasion. Like, at the end of the day, I just want to catch a Mudkip for fun, not because I'm shiny hunting it or anything. And I'm already being attacked. Great. Pick up sparkling items, catch wild mons. Destroy balls. Okay, I'm already making progress. Where are the Muddy Boys, though? Where are the Muddy Boys? I know they're here somewhere. No, not that one. It's from Ho and it's a water type, but it's not what I'm looking for. Okay. I don't have to... Oh, wait, I do have to destroy balls. Okay. Excuse me. Pardon me. Coming through. Okay, am I crazy or was that just here? Yeah, apparently Alfred doesn't get access to Moonblast. The best he can do is Dazzling Gleam, which is dumb. But hey, what are you gonna do? Oh, great, they saw me. You know what? I think Alfred can handle him. Or just miss it altogether. You know, whatever works. And I get flinched. Nice. There's one. Just any wild Pokemon? You know, why am I not using net balls? Come to think of it. Yeah, imagine if I get a shiny right now. Imagine if I get a shiny Mudkip right now. How poetic would that be? Alright, Alfred. You can reach, right? Without falling off? Alright. 3 more Sparklies, 3 more Wild Mons. Hopefully one of them is a Mudkip. At the very least. Not a lot of points, but hey, we're making progress. Oh, there they are. Look at the little boys. Look at your babies. Look at them. You know what? Let's look at the first one we catch and see the nature. Because I don't know, something about just catching them in high quantities, it feels like it undermines the sentimentality. Okay, looks to be neutral nature. Okay, I can work with that. I can always adjust it if I'm too picky. I need to catch one more, though. Wait, are they aggro? No! Or maybe they just don't see me. Hi! See, they are good boys. Oh, wait. No, they're friendly. The Marshtomp isn't, though. I guess I may as well catch it. I don't know why I was aiming for the back. That's not how it works. The Mudkips are friendly, though. Look at him. Look at him. Look at your little baby. You know what? I want a picture with him. Hold on. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him wiggling his head. Oh my gosh, look at him. Look at your baby. Okay, I should be looking at the camera, but you know what? I don't have time to waste. Alright, where's the golden ball? Look at your babies. Look at your babies. Nothing in particular, Swamp Suit. To be honest. Like, I just love my boys. I just love my boys. Or girls, they could be female. You know what? Screw it. Let's get this one. Not the one I'm looking for necessarily, but... Alright, more candies, more hyper berries. Good. I'm not sure where else to look. Okay, did I make it? Okay, I did. Good. No golden ball here. They don't see me. Good. Is there a specific emotion or character? Wait, okay, I misread emotion as Empoleon. That's my bad. That's my bad, Swamp. But yeah, like I said, nothing in particular. How would I name the Mudkip? Yeah, okay, I really gotta think about it. I got a nickname in mind, but I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it. Excuse me, pardon me. I got no beef with you. Is it just me, or was there any Sharpedos in... Was there... Could have sworn there was no Sharpedos in that horde, but hey. Oh, there it is. Alright, Jake, do your thing. Guess we might as well break these. Alright. Okay, you know what? We got time. I want a good selfie with the Mudkip from up there. You know, I could probably just do it with my own, but... where's the fun in that? Actually, there's a lot of fun in that. So yeah, I'm just gonna use my own. Alright. I got what I wanted. I can die happy. No, I kind of want to give a go at the fighting type one. Yeah, this one has sock in it, doesn't it? I don't know. I guess it could be fun. Wait a minute, what do I have for fighting types? It's really just Alfred with Dazzling Gleam the more I think about it. Although I will say, maybe I should go for the 4-star ones, because those might be worth more points. I mean, Swamp, you more or less just volunteered. It's not like I talked you into it or anything. You're the one who just humored the idea. You know, let's do a 4-star one. What type are you? Fire and ice? Simisear. I'm assuming Galarian, Mr. Mime, and Braixen. Braixen. How do you guys pronounce it? I say Braixen. So, I guess Shelly is my best bet. I don't know, maybe Julie? But alright, you know what, this will come in handy. Not at all, Swamp. I mean, as long as it's not done excessively. As long as you're doing it because you genuinely find fun in it. Wait a minute, Talonflames. Okay, catch wild mons, catch 9 species. Okay, I gotta fight one, even if I don't like it. Wait, did that Rock Slide miss? Are you kidding me? Okay, this should get the KO, right? It did. Okay, we're just here for captures. Destroy balls, catch wild mons, and 9 different species. I'm a little puzzled that there's at least 9 different species in the zone alone, but... I mean, they wouldn't have suggested it otherwise, would they? Oops. You know what? I'll leave this to Jake. Kind of annoying to catch another Frostlass, but hey. Just because I'm really attached to the one I got, but hey. Howdy. You know what? I don't even have to fight them. The catch rate is high as is. Yeah, okay, it is Galarian, Mr. Mime. Are they aggro, though? See, look at him. Look at the happy boy just dancing. Hi. It seems like I have to fight you, though. Yeah, even with a quick ball, the odds are low. No, he's too innocent. I don't want to fight him. I really don't. You know, he's just standing in the fire spin like an idiot. Oh gosh, Char is frozen. Alright. Give me a moment. Okay, the odds are low, but I have to try. Yeah, okay, fair enough. And also, my time is halfway done. Ah, jeez. Okay, the Glaceons will have to wait, just cause, yeah, we are outnumbered. Okay, Eevees have a terrible catch rate, so... yeah, I'm gonna have to fight one whether I like it or not. Of course. Okay. As far as catching 9 species is concerned, it's probably not happening, so... maybe we should just focus on the other quests. Look at the Mr. Mimes. Like, I don't know. Still a little creepy, but they're ultimately innocent. Yeah, I know, I know. Alright, Drake, do your thing. Okay, there's Glaceons and Eevees here. Maybe I can work off of that. Do I have Nest Balls? I think Nest Balls are my best bet. Yeah, the odds are really low, but I have to try. You know, all the other quests are done, so I can't really focus on anything else. Okay, my best bet really is to just sneak up on them. Thing I hate the most about this game? In particular? I don't know. Yeah, there's no way I'm catching 4 different species in that time span, so yeah, I'm just gonna leave. To be honest, there's already a Glaceon I'm already attached to, so nothing too crazy about that. I'm not gonna lose sleep over the ones I failed to catch here, to be honest. I already got one I'm satisfied with. Y'all remember Yaska? What level is the Marshtomp? Only level 23. What nature are you, though? Also neutral, but quirky. You know, I'm gonna stick with the OG, just for the sake of the channel's immersion. Do I want to bench Shelly? I kinda don't. I'm not gonna lie. Just because she's definitely put in the work here and there. And even then, like I said, Swampert's Megastone, for whatever reason, I can't get it unless I pay for an online plan, and those cost at the minimum 20 bucks. Unless I suddenly got an email for a free one. You know what? I'll look into it later. Mr. Steal Your Mom? Tails! Mr. Steal... Why you gotta... I mean, guys. We don't gotta misconstrue him like that. Like, come on. Also, for some reason, Tails, your messages are not popping up in chat. At least on OBS. They're popping up on the layout, but not on OBS for whatever reason. That's odd. You know what? I'll look into it later. It should be fine, though. Alright, what are you? You know what? Now would be a really good time to have a Swampert, but I'd rather not use up my rare candies just for that. You know what? I kind of do. If there's no better place to use them, is there? But do I really want to evolve this good boy so soon? Look at him! Look at my baby! Look at him! Hey! Hey! Okay, he's a little distracted. And what am I gonna nickname you now that I think about it? Like I said, I've got a nickname in mind, but I'm a little iffy about it. Like, if y'all have paid attention to my videos, y'all would know that the first Mudkip I ever nicknamed was after the co-creator of Phineas and Ferb, Jeff Swampy Marsh. So I thought a nice contrast would be to name him after the other co-creator. Not the entire name, just the last name. So I think I'm gonna nickname him... It's a boy, right? Okay, yeah, this fits. Povenmire, the Mudkip. I don't know, Swamp. I don't think that would be fair to him. I don't know. I kind of hate the idea of refusing to evolve my starter. I've seen other people do it. They're my friends, and I respect their choices, but that's not really something I'm comfortable with. Like, the same reason I'm not cool with the fact that Ash never evolved his Pikachu. Seriously, though. Look at him. Look at Povenmire. Look at my boy. Okay, I will get him to level 100. As to whether I'll evolve him or not, we'll have to wait and see. I'm a little on the fence about it. But for now, though, let me at least... You know what? He's a physical attacker, so I shouldn't hesitate giving him focusing on physical attack. But yeah, proteins galore for the little guy. Or as many as he can take, to be honest. He's not really known for his speed, but... Okay, how many EV points do the medicines give? Yeah, apparently he's, like, allergic to Thunderstones now? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know exactly how it went down. I just remember him losing to Lieutenant Surge, and he's like, you know what? Maybe I should evolve the Pikachu to keep up. He refuses. Like, I don't know. It was a complicated story. You know what? I got muscle feathers too. I think those are just 1 point though. Okay, I got a lot of rare candies. Golly. Okay, if I use 36 of them, what? He gets to level 100? Sure. I regret nothing. I regret nothing, guys. This is my baby. This is the mascot of the channel. This is my baby. I regret nothing. I regret nothing. Also, I love the fact that he's smiling in his portrait. Look at him. Look at him. Look at my baby boy. Alright, let's see what he can learn. Sludge, but all these physical moves, all these special moves, even though he's physical. Really? No liquidation? No nothing? Okay, Rock Slide does help. I can teach him Earthquake myself. I guess I have to evolve him. Yeah. Imagine a Mudkip just with basically SpongeBob's muscles. Remember when he got those rubber gloves and just inflated them? Just to pretend that he has muscles? Okay, I'm gonna evolve him soon enough, but hold on. I want to enjoy these moments with the baby boy. Hold on. I kind of wish he was looking at the camera. Okay, that's better. You can even hear the little pitter patter. Look at him. Oh my gosh. I love my little boy. Look at him. You know what? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Where's the options again? Hold on. Kill the background music real quick. Listen closely. Y'all hear it? Oh my gosh, man. He's like a little horsey. You can hear the pitter patter. Oh my gosh, I love him. I love him. I regret nothing. I am so glad Mudkip got it. I am so glad Mega Swampert is a thing. But alright. Okay, I guess I do have to evolve him, or at the very least get some TMs, because... Does he get access to Liquidation? I actually don't know. Because that's probably the best go-to Water-type move. Either that or Waterfall for a physical attacker. But you know what? I could just probably do some research. Swampert, Cerebi. Gen 9 Pokedex, please and thank you. Look at Mudkip. Okay, in terms of... He's level 100, so level up moves don't change anything. There is a TM for Liquidation, but where do I get it? And he can learn it. Let's see. Wild Zone 16. Okay, I can work with that. You know what? We went from actually doing the DLC to just grinding to my heart's content, more or less. Why didn't I get 2? I did. Well, I got a Marsh Stomp, which is basically the same thing. All right. Come on, Pavenmeyer. I'm gonna call him Pavi for short. Wait, where'd he go? Okay, he's running. Okay, you know what? I need to let him catch up. I don't want him to get hurt so easily. Excuse me. I got no beef with you. I'm just looking for a TM. I'm guessing if it would be anywhere, it would be in the center of this square. Oh my god. Ow! Why would the music stop if he's still attacking me? What a jerk. Seriously though, where the heck is the TM? Okay, it's gotta be... I'd like to believe it's somewhere in plain sight, but I don't know. You know what? Let me just keep researching. Let's see. Liquidation TM, Legend ZA. Okay, it doesn't tell me where to find it. Near a cluster of bushes in Wild Zone 16. That's where we are, aren't we? Wish it would show me a shot. Okay, it's near the Alpha Ampharos. Did I already pick it up? Maybe I already picked it up. Hold on. If that's the case, that's embarrassing. Yep, I already did. Okay, I came all the way here for nothing. Okay, okay, do I have the TM for Earthquake, though? I think when I taught it to Julie, she learned it by level up, so probably not. You know what? I got a whole list here, so... Wait, can Mudkip even learn Earthquake before evolving? He's not a ground type yet, guys. Because fun fact, Mudkip is... Okay, level 34 in the research, and I'm only level 29. Yeah, not gonna be for a while. Okay. Catch a Swampert next, name it the Marstop and the Swampert Pavenmeyer 2, and you have the Pavenmeyer family. That's the thing, though. It would the name would kind of lose its uniqueness if I gave it to just every member of the species instead of just the one Mon. Also, the person they're based on has a lot more than 3 family members, I think. But alright. Let's see. Steel types. I really don't care about battles, at least not yet. Dark types. Electric types. Fighting types. You know, I want to do a 4-star one just for the point value. The donut value, even. Wait. They got another employee? Wait, where Grisham and Griselle? Where are Grisham and Griselle? Alright, okay. I guess they had to get someone filling in for them, considering the crisis. Alright. Avi, can you break these? You know what? I kind of like that swamp. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, come on, Pavi. Okay, I want to get a good picture with him, but I don't see where I'll get the chance. Look at him. Look at the baby. Look at your baby. Okay, this is my last good donut, so I may as well. Alright, Pavi, I don't want you getting hurt, homie, so I'm probably going to be leading with Julie here. Destroy 5 balls, 3 species, catch them undetected. Okay, I can do that. Hopefully. Wait, can they see me through the... This one can. Okay, undetected means they shouldn't see me, even if they're friendly. I will say, though, that Flaffy walking up to me was kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie. There's one. Also 3 species, destroy floating boat. Okay, the balls will have to wait if I want to do all these quests. That's 2. Okay, Helioptile will have to do, but I have to really get close. And yeah, he's angry. Okay. Alright, I got everything else down. You gonna fight or not? Okay, he gave up. Okay, there's plenty of balls to work with here. Hey, yo, do not clip that out of context. Are y'all really gonna take your chances with the Excadrill here? Okay, y'all are suicidal, I guess. Excuse me. Just chillin', minding my own business. I can hear them. I get the feeling they're gonna drop a thunder on me and work from there. Yep, there it is. Ow! Alright, I get it. No fun allowed. Yeah, they are not gonna let me relax. Okay, kill them. Julie, do not hold back. Julie? Okay, I was about to say, where did she go? Okay, I want to kill the rat, but I don't want to hurt the sheep. Collateral damage, unfortunately. Yep, they're all dead. I am so sorry. Nothing personal, Flappies. You were just in the way. Okay, come on. I want to get that big one, and I got plenty of time to work with. Nothing here. Oh, wait. I need to reach an elevator. Or maybe Jake can reach it. Yep, Jake can just reach it. Yeah, screw the elevator. Jake, come on. You have one job, my guy. There you go. I don't know why he had to set himself up in that position, but hey, what are you gonna do? Okay, I was about to say, is a Helioptile gonna attack me? But no. Alright, where's the golden ball? Oh, we need to catch... Oh! I thought the Helioptile stayed in the ball. Never mind. And I have to catch him undetected. Or no, just catch him undetected. That's all I gotta do. Alright, just walk away. Walk away. Ow! What was that? Come on, anyone will do. He saw me. Okay, I'm out. Also, a rat out of nowhere. I'm telling you, man, why do people see? What do people see in Pikachu? Okay, I'm running a little low on time. I think Flaffy is my best bet for catching one undetected. Ow! Who was doing that? There's no red eyes. There's no change in music. Who's doing that? Golly. Okay, there you go. Where's the golden ball? I'm learning a little low on time. There it is. Okay, simple enough. You know what, Bobby? You want the honors? Wait, can he even reach? Okay, he can. Good. How long will I go for today? What time is it? It's 5:52. Probably another half hour. Or 38 minutes, rather. Yeah, like the fact that the whole company's branding, like you should have seen the amount of Pikachu stuff I saw at Worlds at Anaheim. It was crazy. But alright. Wait, am I allowed good donuts? Probably. Yeah, I just have the crummy one from earlier. Okay, first things first. I need a good picture with my boy. I need a good picture with my boy. That's all I'm asking. Maybe the hotel lobby's not the best setting for it, though. I don't know. Maybe I can take one on the bench? I don't know. You know what? Let's get what we came for. Let's get the donuts first. Unfortunately, Swamp, as far as I can tell, there's no Piplups in this game, so... yeah. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing with these donuts. I'm really just picking the ingredients at random. Ooh, that one's kind of pretty. Or at the very least, it's a different color. Alright, that'll do. Alright, let's see. Which one was the 4-star one? Is it this one? With ghost types. Do I even have a decent dark type to work with it? Nah. I guess I have Eleanor, but she's also weak to ghost typing, so... maybe I'm better off trying something else. No, wait, no. Okay, I have Alfred. Yeah, those are Greninjas. They're part dark. She's also part grass, so she can deal with Greninjas, and Scrafty is quad weak to Dazzling Gleam, so... no, I can work with that. I'm aware of that, but then let me do a drawing of them. I mean, if you... again, Swamp, I'd rather not ask more out of you if you don't want to do it, just because I'd rather not people just do art for me just for free. Like, I don't know. Part of me, I don't know if it's a sense of humility talking, but I'd rather not people don't do it if I didn't feel like I earned it. Know what I mean? Like, I appreciate all that you do, but at the same time, it just... I feel like I don't deserve it. Wait, where's Pavi? Okay, you know what? I should stop running and let him catch up. Look at him. Hold on. You know what? There's something I do want. I wish I could record this. I really wish I could. Look at him. Okay, I gotta stop teasing him. Come on. Where was I going? Okay, I already walked past it. Wait, what's over here? Okay, sure. Wait, is it? Okay, it's on the other side of this wall. Okay. Look at him. Okay, I will say this though, guys. As soon as I get the chance for a good selfie with him, I'm gonna evolve him. I'm gonna evolve him. He's gonna go to town. Maybe... Wait, is that an Alpha Routes? Huh. Let's see. Honestly, that's a really high level cap, so I need all the help I can get. Resistance to fire, resistance to water. I mean, I'm using a grass type anyway, so is that really such an issue? No, we'll use the second strongest one. Wait, how many points left until I actually get the ticket? For lack of a better, or if you can even call it that. Alright. Okay, it's this setting. I actually really like it. Catch an Alpha, catch a Pangoro. Okay, I am gonna need my Mega whether I like it or not. Okay. There's a Pangoro. Okay, you know what? Alfred's staying the ball. I don't want to waste the Mega Power yet. Maybe I can catch him without having to fight him. I don't know. Why? Who's fighting? Oh, gosh. Okay, Alfred. You know what to do. Yep. Killed 3 birds with 1 stone. Good job, Alfred. Please don't turn around. Please don't turn around. Why? Who's on me? Bro, if you don't... Freaking posers, man. He doesn't see me through that bush, does he? Alright, just need him to turn around. There you go. That'll do it, right? Catch rate was really high. There's an Alpha. Alright, just break balls and I'm out of here. You know what? Even Pavi can do it. Pavi, where are you going? Pavi, where are you going? Wait, where'd he go? Nope, don't target the... Okay, I was about to say. Jeez, little dude. I mean, I know you just joined the team, but you're kinda... That's kinda sus of you, my boy. Alright, one more. Okay, I don't think he can reach this one, so I'm just gonna leave it to Jake. Wait, another Alpha? Oh, okay, it's a Scraggy. You know what? Who cares? Just run. Alright, I'm gonna head out. Okay, that wasn't so bad, but we still got a long way to go for the 50k points. Do I deserve for being such a quite unique channel? I think you're giving me too much credit, Swamp, but thank you. Alright, Any other 4-star ones? Okay, we got a steel type one. Okay, I can work with that. Okay, just down the bridge. Okay. Nothing too complicated. What, Jorge, about the favorite Christmas song? I guess, in terms of classics, I would say it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, if that's what's it even called. I don't know, let me just give you a handful of answers. Underneath the Tree by Kelly Clarkson, banger. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. In terms of classic jingles, though, I've never really thought about it. But alright, wait, what are those steel types? What are those other two steel types? Honestly, I really can't tell. Also 170, so... I'd rather not use my strong donut. Well, Swamp, that's the thing. The only reason I caught on was because I know that Mr. Chloe joined, and I know that he's 16, so I didn't want to take any chances. I've seen countless Discord servers go through a lot of trouble because of age. Sometimes people just forget that they're dealing with minors. Because I don't know, Discord is notorious for having problems in that regard, so I really had to put some emphasis in there. I trust you guys, and most of you are really well behaved, but you never know. Catch Tinkaton, break balls, catch 6 species of Pokemon. Okay, I can do that. Alright, but if that's the case, though... Alright, Pavia, I'm gonna need you back in the ball. Also, I'm running low on Ultra Balls. Maybe I should have restocked a little before coming in here. I guess I could use Quick Balls if I can go undetected. Crap. Right as he turned around. Great. Well, that's the thing, Swamp. I know Mr. Chloe was, so I don't want to take any chances when he joined. Alright, I just need this Excadrill to turn around. Okay, Quick Ball and a hit in the back. It should do the trick, right? Alright, it also says catch 2 Tinkatons. Destroy floating Pokeball. So yeah, these guys are useless. Yeah, I gotta be quick about it. I'm on a timer. Gotta keep reminding myself of that. I can't just afford to screw around willy-nilly. Wait, is there a... Oh, nice. This is a dead end, though. I can't reach the rooftop from here. Okay, another ball. Okay. I do need those. And I do need a water type to break through the sludge, so it's a good thing I did. I did bring Pavi. Why was this even blocked off? There's nothing here. Okay, sure. Where does this take me? That's it? Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. There's another ball, which I do need, so I'm just gonna take it and then use the elevator. Oh, there's the Onix and the Steelix. I have no means of reaching them from here, though. There's a Tinkaton. Tinkaton, not Tinkatink, not Tinkatuff, it has to be Ton. My god, bro. Am I seriously wedged between a rock and a... Okay, sure. Ugh. Okay, it just said catch it. This is presumably workable. I still need to catch one anyways, by the looks of it. There's one. There's another. Yeah, I know. Okay, Alfred, you'll have to do here. And, of course, he misses. Oh, Alfred. Okay, the odds are kind of low. So, ideally, I'm gonna have to sneak up on them. I haven't even completed one quest. Oh, gosh, man. Okay, I have to fight the Steelix, and I have to make it quick. And I have to actually be successful in catching it. And I'm out of Ultra Balls. Okay, I am woefully underprepared for this. Oh, jeez. Waste of a good donut, a waste of everything. Yeah, I straight up got 0 points out of this. Oh, jeez. What a failure. Well, at least I got a couple berries out of it, but it's very disheartening. You know what? It's about to kick me out anyway, so I may as well warp back. Okay. Make more donuts, stock up on balls. Hey, yo, pause. And we'll work from there. You know what? At this rate, I may as well wait for the next day just to get some better... zones. Yeah, times like these, I really wish there was accessories for the Mons. Like, glasses on the Mudkip would be perfect, just considering what I've done in the past. Oh, it's a really pretty donut. Yes, please. Yes, please. You know what? Before I do what I gotta do. Oops, wrong Mon. I misclicked. There you go. Alright. Stand still, little guy. Stand still. Alright, I need my character to look at the camera, though. I guess a neutral expression will do here. I don't care about Dynamo, I don't care about the SBC, I don't care about these organizations, if I'm being honest. Too flashy. Way too flashy. No. Oh, alright, take care, George. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I don't get it either, Swamp. But I just adapt to the circumstances. I'm not really concerned with it. You know, I think this pose will do. But ideally, the Mudkip is looking at the camera. Ideally, I'm not standing completely still like an idiot. There you go. Okay. You know what? Screw me. I just want a picture of the Mudkip. Look at him. Look at him. No. Stand still. My boy. Stand still. Stand still, please. Where'd he go? Hi. There you go. Look at it. There you go. Lita, get out of the shot. Look at my boy. Look at my baby boy. Look at him. Oh my gosh, he's so perfect. I almost don't want to evolve him. Almost. Look at him, guys. Look at him. Have you ever seen a more perfect species? Look at him. Look at my baby. Wait, how do I make this my player icon? Like in the Royale and whatnot? Oh, this is how you do it. Wait, do I have to be in the shot? Come on, I really don't want to be, if I'm being honest. I'd rather just be the Mudkip. Okay, I think we're in a good position there. Never mind. Okay. You know, I really don't care about the player icon here. I'm just in it for the Mudkip shots, and I got plenty. I'm gonna miss the little guy, but let's do it. Let him. Just keep in mind, guys, as much as I adore the baby form, Swampert, still pretty gas. Still worthy of respect in every capacity. Yeah, I wish that were possible, Swamp. Oh my gosh, I love this design. Yes, mud shot, not really my thing, bro. Alright, do you get Earthquake naturally? He does. Okay, thank goodness. That's what's definitely missing from his repertoire. Anything else, though? I guess Aqua Ring's not bad, but Protect is also pretty good, too. Yep, this is an acceptable move pool for now. I sincerely hope I can get the Mega soon enough. Yeah, we got a lot of really nice screenshots. Like, look at him. Look at him. Alright. Alright, we made more donuts. We got... Dragon Electric? Huh. Okay, those are Goomies. Those are... Ew, Alolan Persians. And I'm guessing... Also Alolan Raichu? You know what I could teach Povenmire? How would I though? You know what? Is there like a move tutor for Ice Punch somewhere in this game? You know what? Let me look it up. TM24, but where the heck do I get the TM though? You know, I'll just look back at the history. Let's see. Oops. Level 17 from the research level from Mabel. Okay, I can work with that. Wait, that means I already have it then. I have Ice Fang. There you go. The Thing is, do I want to ditch Rock Slide? I could probably just reteach it. The thing is, though, Ice Punch, it covers Swampert's only weakness, which is grass, so, yeah. Probably more practical in the grand scheme of things. Alright. Bro, it's straight up, yeah. Swamp, it straight up feels like I'm playing Oras all over again. Like, you wouldn't be alone in just having nostalgic memories of Oras. And also Sapphire, back from when I was... I don't remember a lot about my Sapphire playthrough, but I do remember having Mudkip. But alright. Alright, let's try it. Resistance powered dark. What would be more ideal here? I guess my strongest donut. But I'm not really going to be in it for the battles, though, so... I guess it might help, so let's do it. Alright, what are my quests? Destroy balls, sparkling items, destroy sludge. Okay, good thing I have a water type with me. I didn't even have to catch anything. Okay, there's a sludge. And a ball for good measure. Really? Just out of nowhere, a Zigzagoon? Look. Like I'm telling you, man, the best shinies are the ones you don't expect. It's really all I can say. Alright, come on, Pavi. Sparkling items. There's another one. Break more Pokeballs. I want to believe we got plenty of time. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. You want to keep Protect? Yeah, honestly, Protect is universally useful, especially in this game. Time it well enough, you block pretty much anything. Yeah, nice going, bozos. I wasn't even targeting you and you're still dead. There's another ball. Alright, all yours, Pavi. We're making progress. Just one sparkly item, and it's right here. Alright. Just need another ball, and I'm off. I'm off. There's gotta be someone. Probably on the rooftops, but I'm not gonna overthink it. No signs of floating balls. Great. Bro, by all means, guys, keep using electric moves. It's not like he's immune to it. Dummies. Alright, this one we'll leave it to Jake. Just so I can reach without having to complicate things. Or maybe things are getting complicated. I don't know. Jake, get your butt over here! See, was that so hard the first time, homie? Jeez. Alright. If I can find the golden ball soon enough, then I'll try. I mean, I'll try for it, is what I'm trying to say. Not if I can find it soon enough. If I can... You know what I mean. You feel the wrath of Povenmire? A very goofy wrath? I guess. Oh, there's Bagons here. And they're also not friendly. Great. You know what? Maybe... Oh, yeah, there it is. I was about to say, maybe the golden ball is in a prominent area, like, say, the fountain, and there it is. Okay, we're done here. Unless I want to keep farming or whatever, then we're done here. Alright. Wait, what time is it? It's 6:21. Yeah, we're probably not going to see a new Mega before the end of the stream, guys. Just because, even though I'm on vacation and whatnot, I still gotta eat. I still gotta mind my own business IRL, to say the least. You know, I feel like I get more points out of doing the ones with battles in them. So you know what? Let's try one of those. Because those are just what? Defeat the trainer with the alpha, defeat this trainer, defeat trainers in general. Wait, is it in the zone? No, it's not. Okay. Kinda wish it would have warped me to the other entrance, but hey, what are you gonna do? I just realized Alfred is still Mega Evolved after all this time. Okay, am I going the right way? I am. Okay, good. Oh, please tell me it's not on the rooftop. Please tell me it's just on the side of the wall. Please. No! Okay. Okay, there's an elevator. There's an elevator. Okay. Nothing too crazy. That was a misclick. Yeah, honestly... Yeah, if there was a Jirachi in this game, let alone a Mega, yeah, I would nickname it Stella in a heartbeat. Like, that's just too perfect. Alright, ground types, You know, yeah, I can live with Pavi, no problem. Even without the Mega. Lincoln, I don't know, though. That kind of nickname is definitely a little iffy. Yeah, it's just defeat trainers. Okay. Alright, what does this guy got? Galarian Stunfisk? I actually don't know what type these guys are. What type are Galarian Stunfisk? Like I said, guys, I never played Sword and Shield, so I really don't know for sure. Alright, it's just defeating trainers, and that's honestly... Okay, how many points are we talking? Yeah, almost like 12... Almost like, what, 10,000? Yeah, that's a really good bargain. Yep, my boy is going to town, even without the Mega. Yep. Swampert is like Chuck Norris, impossible to top, ground steel. Okay, so I made the right call using Earthquake anyways. Okay, good to know. You know what? Let's have some fun. Did that kill him? It did. He was level 200 and I one-shotted him. Ah, I was kind of hoping for a Alolan Marowak. Oh well. Seriously, whose idea was it to paywall the frickin' Mega Stone for this guy? That's still really annoying. And he's got a Mega too? Okay. You know what? I'm not holding back either, man. I'm not holding back either. Also, you're still weak to water. This might just one-shot him. It does. You gonna give me something? Okay. Thank you. I would rather take some Hyper Berries, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. No trainers in sight, so I may as well get that, and only Jake can reach, so let him have it. And he missed. Completely cucked by a pole. Really? I could have sworn Darmanitan was like pure ice in its Galarian form. Huh. The more you know. Steady. Alright. Go nuts, man. Donuts, Pavi. Steelix. No, you're weak to ground as well, so... Wait, doesn't he take more damage if he's... Shouldn't he take more damage when from Earthquake when he's digging? Alright, come on, my boy. I love the way he runs, by the way. Kind of adorable. More berries. Okay, I should heal him. Bro, Max Potion's really getting their value, especially with how inflated HP stats are in hyperspace. Steady. Trainer's name is literally just woman. Alright. Maybe show off Mega Swampert. Tracy, the Mega Stone is paywalled. Unless I pay for an online plan, I can't get the Mega Stone. Apparently it's like a reward for playing online battles, which really ticks me off. Tracy, it's gonna stay unlisted just cause I accidentally leaked some personal information during that stream, so I can't take any chances. Wait, what is that? Oh, it's a Larvitar. I was about to say, it was green, so it threw me off a little. You know, do whatever you want, man. Yeah, waste a turn with the Screech. Didn't mean to get a chance to do damage. Yeah, the Kalos, the Hoenn ones, and Baxcalibur for some reason. Okay, that was a really awkward exchange, but we pulled through. Okay, just one more trainer and we're off. Okay, it's an alpha trainer. Might give me some decent rewards. Bro, look how much freaking Pavi is kicking. Look how much ass Pavi is kicking. And he's not even Mega Evolved. I mean, to be fair, he is level 100, but still. Alpha Steelix. Not a threat. Okay, I'm kind of threatened now, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Probably not Swamp. Probably not. Oh my gosh, he's frozen. Okay, how does freezing work in this game? You know what? I'm not gonna take any chances. Alright, that was 7 trainers, right? Alright, find the golden ball if I can. I got a bit of time. But with all the trainers getting in the way, it's probably going to be difficult. Okay, I already beat you. Okay, while I'm here, though... Okay, we still haven't seen the purpose of all these gimme gold coins, but I'd like to believe they'll come in handy eventually. I mean, I know it's not like I don't know what they're for, obviously. If you played Scarlet and Violet, you would. Oh! Lucky me. Alright, Jake, all yours, homie. Or not, you know. Thank you. Okay, was that so difficult the first time? Alright, we're done here. Whew. I mean, I don't know, Swamp. It'd be a little awkward to just cut the VOD and just publish the part that didn't dox me, like, more or less. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It would just be really bad for the algorithms, to say the least. And also, I couldn't upload it as a VOD anyways, even if I wanted to. Like, it's just a lot of trouble. Unless people really want to look back, then maybe I'll leave it unlisted. Just so... I'll leave it unlisted and post it on Discord, just so people can, so only people that I trust can actually watch it without trouble. To say the least. Wait, what time is it? Yeah, it's 6:30. Okay. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna call it here. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see any more Megos, but hey, at the very least, I was still pleasantly surprised. As far as hopefully tomorrow's stream is concerned, let's see. Tomorrow, definitely no Loud House content, just because I want to save that for the weekends, even though I'm on vacation. Tomorrow, it's going to be pretty much nothing but Legends EA. We may as well make some decent progress, and you know what? We'll see how things go. Hopefully, I mean, ultimately, I'm not in it for the viewership, even though most people just watch me for Loud House content. But alright, guys, we're going to leave it at that, and hopefully make even more decent progress tomorrow with this game. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. As always, if your heart so desires, hit that subscribe button and follow me on Twitter for updates, or community posts, or Discord. Join the Discord. I don't know. There's plenty of ways to get in touch with me, guys. But I'll be back tomorrow at around the same time. Once again, I'm Siba signing out. Take care. Bye.